Can't give all the credit away. I know Dizzy has definitely been putting in the grind by himself and has competed in numerous IPS events this year and is he's like the 9th place curse, right? He consistently finds himself getting really far in tournaments, but just not far enough for the points to count. But of course, Durpey much the same. But Durpey having a couple more years of competition under his belt. But of course, Robin versus Catwoman. We've seen this matchup before, and it is very slow paced. If it's played optimally, it's incredibly grounded. It's very footsie based. It's a question of Robin really having the range and Catwoman having the range in the air, but you can't afford to be in the air because Robin has answers for it. So it's a bit of a very grounded game.
Now, almost immediately, we kind of have... This is a matchup, in fact, that we've seen so many times. Dizzy having that set against Hayate. I believe it was Vianality, where almost every single game was seconds away from being a timeout. It was slowed down to such a snail's pace. I don't see it being as slow here. I think Dizzy's going to be able to sort of condition Durpey a lot better. Dizzy doesn't seem to... He's sort of historically not played his best in tournament. We know he's a solid player. We know he has really solid mechanical fundamentals. But the second the chips are down and we're in this tournament environment, Durpey has kind of had a hard time. The instant jump as the anti-air attempt whiffs, but unfortunately Durpey can't get the anti-air instead. Easy confirms right here. And here we go.
Standard setup. Yeah, delay wake up from Dizzy. I expect we'll be seeing a lot of that the more this set goes on. No whiff punish from Durpey, being hesitant. Oh, the forward dash. Big call out from Durpey, but Dizzy still finding an opportunity. Again, you can see the respect from both players. Oh no, just out of range! Uppercut, almost launched, but not quite. But you can really see the respect from both players here, right? Like they are willing to slow it down. They're willing to respect the plus frames. Which is what you expect, right? Both of these guys, they've been in the UK scene for a while. I expect they have played a bunch online. And look, almost dead even on the life. And just empty jump into nothing. Both players, not a button press for like almost 10 seconds. Absolute levels of respect that most of us only dream of getting on online fighting games.
Watching Dizzy play this game, by the way, the fact that this guy's like, what, 16 or something like that? Like, when I was 16, I wasn't even, we're not even talking about a level of playing clean. I wasn't this good at fighting games at that age. This like new generation of player that we have in the NRS scene is ridiculous. Like the level of play just gets higher and higher as a new generation comes into the fray. It's sick.
I mean, Rewind, right? Our current Evo champion, very much the same age bracket. These guys, Dizzy and Rewind had to fight at Evo, and it was a close game. Like, this is the generation that the NetherRealm community has now, and what an incredible display of just fundamental knowledge and ability to get better. As this game is going down super close, we're actually getting close to 100 seconds.
Hey, I believe Dizzy was actually one of Rewind's main training partners during Evo. So we got a clash. That's going to be the benefit of Catwoman. She doesn't really spend a lot of meter on a lot of her game plans, so when she clashes, she generally tends to have stuff to win. Durpey, understanding that, has to keep a bar of his now, and Robin has some of the higher practical damage. If he catches a B&B, you're going to take close to 500, if not 500 plus.
But you're saying that as well, but like, Robin usually kind of needs bar to really get some like big launching opportunities, but Durpey spent so much of his game near this kind of like, the cinema sign for the bounce, so he hasn't actually needed bar. However, is he unclashable? No, there's the clash from Durpey. I think at this point, Dizzy is happy getting the clash out of Durpey, so he doesn't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. Because the health that Durpey will have left is like 1 or 2 maybe big openings for Catwoman. It's going to be over.
2 bars spent. I think Durpey kind of wants to play on the neutral now. He's watching out for those cat scratches. The second Dizzy gets within close range, he's going to have the max cat scratch, big damage, big plus frames he's going to have to respect as well. Durpey, definitely a respectable player, so he's not going to be, I don't think, opened up by regular plus frames, but the threat is there. That's the important thing. Watch out.
Look at the patience from both players. Durpey being really careful on the defense. Just, again, no buttons pressed, just looking to block.
But he's forcing himself into one of those mix-up situations. Gets the forward 3, manages to catch the full confirm. But another combo drop. Durpey has dropped so many combos in this first game. The game should already be over. No confirm on the down 1-2 either. That's another potential game win. Durpey has lost. Chases down. Doesn't quite get the air tech.
But again, on the side of Durpey being careful, not committing to the full string. Both players being so careful. Durpey having a life lead, but as soon as Dizzy gets a bar, it's dangerous. There's the tracking of the trait. Backdash. Durpey wants this. He wants this, but he can't afford to force it.
There's a reason Dizzy's whiffing that one hit mid as well. Like he is whiffing that because he wants Durpey to press the button. The classic bait in this matchup. Gets the escape.
There it is.
Corner escape. Durpey takes game. Not even realized that he was still in the guild. I think he's probably got the most playtime out of our PND guild than anyone in the business. That's my boy. Automatically will root
the amount
for
of mother boxes he's got me.
Thank you so much. Good guy, Durpey.
But still, again, we're on another stage now. Two-Face waiting in the wings, ready to be bounced off as many times as his cage is for some reason hanging there. I've never understood that, I'll be honest.
Well, he will be a harm to no one if he's up there. Maybe there's a canon reason, but I don't know.
Okay, well, Durpey's still taking the life lead for now, but I mean, I feel like even this kind of small life lead, normally I wouldn't say is a big deal, but in this kind of matchup, when both players are playing at the pace they are, I feel like any life lead is something you can hold on to, right? And it really, especially as someone like Catwoman, you're really forced in a situation to try and seize it back. However, Durpey in the corner, and now, for the first time, Dizzy's able to chase down that corner, but not able to get a full punish on the interactable, so Durpey punished slightly, but not.
There was a really good interruption, but again, Durpey not really hit confirming that down 1-2, but there's some knowledge.
Ooh.
I assume actually that button to make the dive kick win, probably matchup specific. Down 1-2, crushes the back 3, no armor for you, mates. Here comes the knockdown, pressure game. Wonderful, did he wake up, but he just eats the overhead. Very surprising Dizzy would just eat that raw. Maybe he expected a low, expected a sweep, and just paid the price.
It may have been a backdash attempt from Dizzy. Dizzy has been going for wake up backdash at any range but point blank, and perhaps this is the first time that Durpey was able to kind of move in and maybe try and do something about it. But regardless, Dizzy bringing a combo here towards the mid screen.
I like that ender actually, to stay mid-screen, stay within range, so the interactable was a threat as well. Great positioning, nice punish. Durpey playing so clean. This is a level of clean play that we just haven't seen from Durpey in so long in tournament. We've always known in casuals he has what it takes to do this kind of stuff, but he chokes in tournament almost all the time. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like right now he's playing clean.
Oh, the wake up down 1. Now we're starting to see levels of disrespect. So this is when you evolve from the point of absolute discipline and patience to every now and then just throw a spanner in, right? Something a little bit out of the ordinary. You know, wake up with buttons every now and then.
I wish I feel like he's only been able to confirm 1 down 1-2 so far. He's hit like 3 in this game, not even 4 in fact, and 3 of them have been left on the table. But this is a constant problem. Durpey, he plays so well in the neutral.
It's actually really hard to do that though.
It's the little bits of extra. If you're a Robin main, right, you need to have that lockdown. Like, have to.
Yeah, but sometimes you'll just look for down 1-2 just to kind of occupy just on block, right? You might just be looking for them to block it and just simply not ready for it to hit. Like, especially in this kind of match.
I feel like as a Robin player, it really is your responsibility to always be ready.
Oh, still remembering getting the red trait.
He's out of there. Wake up.
Again, Durpey went from having a huge life lead to now, I mean, thanks to this combo, is going to do well, but Dizzy not able to clash at all. He doesn't have the meter. Plus frames. The respect. Oh, wait a minute. The second he goes for it. Meter burn back through. The first one we've seen of Dizzy in these 2 games disconnected.
You just have to watch out.
One I like
push
it.
Block. Yeah, I love it. Push block into meter burn roll. That was the F0xy tech right there. The almost guaranteed corner escape. You've got to be so ready. But the instant jump 1 reaction should be close to the game over.
No, he doesn't have the bar. Oh, enough chip damage, thanks to saving the trait until the very last second, Dizzy.
Classic thing where mistakes combine with excellent play, you know, what do you kind of pin it on? Either way, it's going to be 1-1, so definitely back and forth. This isn't even matchup. I was kind of sort of maybe expecting Dizzy to take this a bit easier.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, no, Durpey, don't do it again. We know you have the execution, but in tournament, it just seems to fail him so consistently.
I mean, we definitely see every Robin player drop that back 3 from time to time. The question is to make sure that the drop doesn't kind of linger with you, right? Like drops are drops. It happens to everyone eventually. Just to make sure it doesn't affect your play too much, and make sure, especially, that you don't do it again. All the teleport, but Dizzy ready. This will be quite an interesting stage. There's no background bounce, but there is the mobility.
Indeed,
and really get a lot from it.
Yeah, both nimble characters, and they're really going to be able to sort of get rid of it particularly. Oh, good bait on the wake up, but no punish. Okay. Very, I would say, even life beforehand until Durpey got opened up, and now he's in that really bad situation. Delayed wake up into button press. I can only assume he tried to do it again. I respect that wake up at the end, because if you're going to die anyway, why not just try and go for something? But this is a great situation for Dizzy, and he's not even trying to confirm into the air-to-air combo. He just wants to get the knockdown, keep the presence, and he's still in control. You know, he took that poke, yeah, but who cares? Minimal damage. All right, repositioning, good stuff from Durpey. Very smart decision, but look at how much life he has to come back.
I think the priority there 100% was just getting out of the corner, right? Oh, but there's a big whiff punish. Durpey has all the bar in the world, deciding not to clash. He's going to hold on to it. Oh, and then wake up again. And the interrupt on the gap. Dizzy.
That's so good.
That's optimal stuff coming out from Dizzy there. Durpey left with not a lot of life left whatsoever. Has the clash, but at this point of health, I mean, Catwoman, she doesn't exactly do no damage when it comes to unclashable. For sure, and situations.
The thing is, you can tell they run this matchup regularly, you know. The thing about Dizzy and Durpey, both UK boys, they both play online regularly. I have no doubt they play against each other, so this has to be a matchup they're familiar with. And what a clean air-to-air. Catwoman, man. Her range is so sick that if she can immediately,
I'm punishing you for it. I feel like Dizzy's definitely got that kind of ability down now. And because obviously it's Catwoman doing it, even more terrifying.
I must admit, I feel like gameplay-wise, Dizzy is starting to play a little bit cleaner, and Durpey, it's actually kind of falling apart a little bit for him. it almost looks like he's becoming a little bit more nervous. And this has been...
No, I don't think it's nerves.
No, I don't know, man. I feel like the combo execution for me is nerves. Like, there's some misplays here. He's not clashing when he should. Again, extreme lack of push block. I feel like this is just a level of miscalculation that I'm confident Durpey doesn't normally make those bad calls, because we've seen him play online over and over again. But either way,
the life feed for Dizzy ready, and unfortunately for Durpey, going to result in him being cornered again, and this is where he lost almost an entire bar of life last time for reads exactly like that. And that's what I said before, right, about just giving you an opening or making it look like you have an opportunity to do something to get out of the situation, and then taking it away straight away. Dizzy did exactly that with the neutral jump and put himself to match point, as he's just one life bar away from making Winners Finals. And remember, it's top 2 today, managing to make Vienna Finals. So he's one match away from Winners Finals, which is one match away from being in Vienna.
Now, this is really unfortunate for Durpey, because again, he's been kind of going back into the sort of the classic wake-up system of not really sitting there and block, not almost being confident in his defense. That's now 2 wake-ups, but here comes the pressure.
Okay.
Excellent stuff. Good knockdown into what's next. Meaty jump 3, much plus frames. Okay, gets that, but the block doesn't want to spend the bar. I wonder if Dizzy would have had tech to get around Meterbird anyway, but watch out. Got to hold these plus frames. Could have been a great round. Doesn't want to pull the trigger on that button. Oh, tries to anti-air. No! Gets the anti-air stuffed, and this is just bad news central. Poor Durpey, man. He worked so hard for that.
Well, I think it could be worse. He has to clash, has to. But the question is, what does Dizzy do here? Because if he spends a lot of bar to stop Durpey healing, he's going to have nothing left himself. But he will, 3 for 3. Dizzy fancies his chances. Oh, clean anti-air.
MP jumps into button press, knowing he's going to establish respect. Again, tries to down 1-2. And that's unfortunate. Game over. Dizzy is going to take that right over Durpey, and I really
highly value and fancy his chances of doing well here, especially against someone like Orp, right? Orp has been grinding this game. You know, he is Scotland's best player. He has been really just passionately looking to prove himself in Injustice 2. He hasn't quite had the opportunity yet. He didn't do as well as he went to a versus fighting. He managed to get top 8 in the IPS Online Cup, but the Intercontinental Championship is his chance to really prove himself the way he's been wanting to.
He's been getting experience as we go. You know, against F0xy, it's quite a tall order. Even what's essentially retired F0xy is still going to be a hard opponent. This guy did get 2nd place at the World Championship, and he gets the right direction. But no, actually blocks the right way, and then just eats what comes next. F0xy with the confirm. Combo drop, but okay, here comes the pressure. Staggers as well, and ooh, a little bit of a slowdown. Don't know what happened there, but looks like F0xy dropping a few combos.
Orp able to get a really nice conversion though, regardless. Perfect range dependent. Oh, full punish. You're going to have to be so careful with those multi-traps against Batman when he's got any form of trait. There's the Vortex. There it is. Oh, the F0xy Vortex.
But I don't understand. Like, he's guessing the right direction, but he's guessing the right direction, but he is getting hit by the follow-up string. So I'm not really sure what he's trying to challenge with. Unfortunately, he's going to lose the 2nd round. But that's going to be good. Still, great positioning. Has him in the corner. Oh, my God. It's that raw jump in too. F0xy with the conversions. Here we go. What's next?
Oh, he just walked back. Oh, definitely showing signs of being uncomfortable getting out of that setup there for the wake up. Oh, wow, the back 2. Orp trying to whiff punish, but rolling straight out of the way. Oh, no, not quite full screen punish. Oh, interrupting. I feel like Orp just isn't able to get any form of advantage whatsoever here. Just the Batman trait is just denying it every time.
There's so many different strings going on at once. It may look scrambly, but I feel like there's so many potentials that Batman could jump. He could throw out one of his many strings. He could release Bat. It looks scrambly, but as long as you don't get full comboed, that's still going to be a victory for you. Now, he has the neutral. He's going in for the max trait. That's going to be health regeneration. Wonderful air to air. Okay, here comes Orp. He's going to get a mix up here. It's going to be
okay. Yep, just goes in for a throw instead. Wants to just hit the life lead and sit on it, I think. One trait ready for F0xy. Is it enough? Oh no, the trade. Good trade for F0xy. As it was safe from Molten Trap. Wonderful air. Anti-air. Orp. No bar left though for F0xy. 5 all away. Oh wow, just missing. The read was there from Orp. The Trailblazers just didn't connect.
Now one more clean hit, one more projectile, and there it is. Molten Trap going to keep F0xy in check. Now the very obvious
thing you can do though, like at the end of the day, you said it earlier, right? This is still F0xy. This is still 2nd place at the World Finals last year. This is still many-time major champion, right? F0xy has been around for a very long time, and I think even a week for him just to get back into shape is enough for him to just still realize. You know, what he needs to do. The biggest thing that's letting him down is 100% this execution. Execution is the biggest thing letting him down. Considering Batman, when he gets any hit, should be turning it into potentially a life bar if he's got the train to go.
But I mean,
dropping a combo is going to get rid of all of that.
At the end of the day, though, that's what's going to happen when you're rusty, right? Execution and combo execution when someone as fiddly as Batman, that's going to happen. But what's the mix-up? Oh, the late cross-up! Or eating that one for breakfast, but that's why we talk about execution with Batman, though, because if you get your combo, you
trip
get vortex. You get absolute vortex reset, and that is why you have to nail it. Spending a bar, what's it going to be? In front, behind? Oh, I don't even know, to be honest.
That was in front. That was in front. That hit in front and landed behind. Orp just got mixed so hard. That's the hardest kind when he hits one side but lands the other. That's the true mess right there. Orp is getting a couple of.
He has no reason to overextend here, right? That's why Foxy was sitting there. But the second he presses a button, he walks right into Mold Trap anyway. Orp now, he's going to get mixed up. Has a vortex of his own. And off! Guesses wrong. Full launch. And to be honest, oh no! Undo. I don't know what happened there. Another drop. A sloppy city, but he's going to get it anyway. One full turnaround. And that's what happens, right? When one vortex character meets another. Definitely not used as an overhead that poke. It was used to outspeed Batman's mid. And it worked. Expecting maybe some challenge. Ooh.
And again,
drop.
not close enough.
Right, there's the confirm.
Back three. Oh no, and another drop. Again, I feel like we've seen like two combos completed from both players this time.
It almost feels like, to me, it almost feels like the real 50-50 is Foxy going to finish his combo or not?
Back, going in with it. Oh, the Trailblazer a little bit too eager there, and that's going to be damage. Oh,
God.
Oh,
so
man.
Good.
We're so Trailblazer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know what he was looking for, aside from perhaps like maybe a preemptive jump from Foxy. But if you see Batman jump, like, just get out of the way or attempt an anti-hit. I feel like that kind of read is almost what's going to be really dangerous moving into the rest of the series, unless it starts to work. But I don't think Foxy's the kind of guy to get hit by that and then respect it more. He's going to know what's kind of like a, not a conventional option versus what you should be doing more of. But Orp taking a massive life lead, but an instant drop. Wake up down 2. Okay, have enough pipe for the forward 3. There's the reset. Now we were talking about ignoring health bars. This might be the reason. Finally gets a good block. Ooh, the armor breaking down one of the Starfish. Hello. That's a good round number 1 for Orp. It's pretty much, far away from Foxy too.
It's one snowball effect versus another. That's what this matchup is. It's so explosive, so quick. Back.
Yeah, this is going to start off the bat, so it's going to scale a bit more. But he has got the bar for the vortex, but no bat. That's just going to be a straight up jump in. Orp going to be able to get it this time. Definitely reactionary. Just because there is a vortex doesn't mean that it can never be reacted to. Oh, and another! Those big meter burn back 3s. Orp is getting so many.
He's playing exceptionally well in this game. Like, really chasing down Foxy. He's trying to be so slippery, but... Oh, no. Tries to go for the double forward 3, but to be honest, yeah, after that drop, I don't even think it matters. This really is his game to win. Guaranteed. Yeah, Foxy not really going to try and fight that one. And have a look these days. I have to say, Orp is that perfect example of someone that is hungry to compete and is starting to do well tournament after tournament. Is it going to be a 3-1, or do you reckon we're going to see a 3-2?
I think it depends whether Foxy can clean up what's going on for him here. I feel like there has been a lot of areas, there has been a lot of kind of like questionable choices on defense and stuff like that, right? Reactionary, instant jump 1 or because Foxy's just going to like kind of like float mid-screen. I feel like Orp is playing around Foxy a lot better than Foxy's playing around Orp right now.
Oh yeah, but it just goes into preparation. I just feel like Orp has been more prepared for this matchup. Now he's going to get pressure, so much neutral jump pressure as well, challenging it as well. Back-to-back Starfish, just Foxy cannot press a button, getting completely overwhelmed. No whip punish, but at this stage, I don't think it matters at all. All right, jump in.
But yeah, I think he maybe attempted a last-minute anti-air, but Morgana's going to lose out. Here's the restand. Yeah, I think that was a pretty obvious cross at that time. And Orp getting it so close. Instant.
Oh, good God. Okay, here we go. Orp now, match point. Just needs one more to take Foxy down into losers. But Orp could be one game away from qualifying for the Vienna finals. Sick stuff.
Just a little bit too far out of the way, but still able to get a hit for it. Corner. Restand. He does. Doesn't have a bat. He's going to go for some hit advantage here. And Orp just caught straight up in the corner. Wow.
I forgot Batman could do that. I forgot he could do that. That was so much damage off of what would otherwise be a confirmed dependent. Uh-oh. Armor broke, but a combo drop again from Foxy. Story of his life right now.
Wow, one bat went towards and one bat went behind. That was the optimal kind of chase down opportunity for Foxy. Wow.
Okay, reset.
Oh, he does.
He's going to get a bat now. Not a bad choice, actually. I like that from Orp. He actually opts to go for a clash to remove the mix-up. Go back into full screen. Orp has been playing really well in this neutral. Foxy's been struggling to approach, and it's got rid of the bat! tries to do a late anti-air. Pays the price. What? A galactic instant jump trailblazer was that?
Foxy, I mean, he hasn't had a bat for a while. This trait has taken a long time to come back, but his traits almost ran out. The best thing about that trait was how much health he was able to get back. So
he gets the mix up.
Wow, he's still got it. Yeah.
My God, what's going on? All right, reset. This could be the game-winning reset here. Oh, wrong side.
Oh no, there's be one more. There's be one more. What's it gonna be?
All right, one more guess.
Guess for game. Guess for game. Oh no, he's going for the hit advantage. Push block, very good. Breathing room at least. Oh, again, plus frames. Disrespects the plus frames, and that is going to be it. If he doesn't drop it, no. And it all came down to plus frames being character. Batman touches you. If he's got bat, if he's got bar, you have to guess. You have to guess which side he's going to go. Batman used to be seen as this massive footsies, you know, rush down heavy character, and he just evolved into this vortex machine. I even remember the vortex being supposedly nerfed. I think supposedly is the right word there, because if a vortex is a vortex, it's still strong. Doesn't matter how you do it. Oh, and again. No, but that one I can understand, because those trait bats have such little block stun, you almost can try and sneak a button in. Oh, the parries. Oh, what a punish.
Too cute. Foxy being too cute. Watch out.
Oh, no, he finds the gap.
Wow. Batman always finds a way, right? Give this man preparation time. Wait a minute. There's an invincible wall there.
Attempts the instant air again. Instant jump light. Orb's been trying to use it so many times, but this time it trades. I wonder if that's going to knock his confidence going for it again. He has level 3 trait ready to go. Ideally, he isn't going to want to pop that until the second life bar, but might have no choice at this rate. Just get some health back. Oh, another drop from Foxy. On the backdashing. Unintentional resets. The one resets! And he goes for an air tech, spending so much of his bar for no avail. He's still badly down.
This is a unfortunate turn of events. He's gone for 2 air techs that I really disagree with. Push block just to keep some real estate, but look at the health difference, man. I wonder if this is going to be game over. Then again, this Firestorm, maybe he can vortex him, maybe he can catch that one hit, but he's got no bar. He's only just built 1 bar for a stun, and he has so much life left to go.
I think if he can get this life bar off Foxy and then save some bar for a vortex, that's his best chance. But it's going to be difficult. Considering Foxy, he hasn't got trait, he has got 2 bars.
He wasn't ready for Foxy to get hit by that starfish either. He had already dedicated to the down 1, probably expecting it on block.
Oh, there it is, reversal trailblazer.
All right, I mean, all right.
I feel like that was dangerous because I don't think it would have done enough damage on block, but it's something. It's got the life bar off.
I definitely say, look at the trait, right? Orb's objective is going to be to build level 3. He needs max trait with punish, and now he's got level 3. This is exactly what he needed.
Can he end it a restand? Will he? No, he gets the trait. Another level 3 built. Orb has managed to get 2. Oh, there it is. No punish from Fox. That could be disastrous.
What is going on here?
Oh. He flew off it. Not quite enough. 2 traits. Oh no, both of them.
Foxy being really impatient right now. A couple of forward dashes. This is such a weird end.
Plus frames again. Orb respecting this time.
Really scared the down 1. Foxy, what are you doing? What are you doing? He tried to go for the unclashable, but like that was never going to work. He should have saved the bar, surely.
But has given Orb an opportunity to get back in. He hasn't got flash, but he does have actually no trait either. Both players are completely starved for resources. This is a bat. If Orb gets hit by anything, it's going to be over.
Oh no! There it is! Live by it, die by it. He
case for a lot of characters in this game. There are a number of characters that are like so soft, so sound, but just don't get a lot of representation. I feel Black Adam has it. It's not like he hasn't got any players. I think he's still doing a strong look for it. Oh, big wake up, risky wake up from Malgus, but he does have the bats behind him now. It's a combo, and that's exactly the kind of wake up you want to look for, right? When the wake up just, even if it didn't connect, he had the traits ready to go, so he was able to beat the way in, and it has resulted in Fly being cornered, and he's got some Batman for expression.
Well, here comes Black Adam, repositioning with the forward 3, very classic stuff. And Black Adam, and I gotta say, actually, that's some really sick gear. I always point out in these online tournaments because you very rarely get to see players use the gear they really like, because offline it goes into tournament mode, the randomizer, all that stuff. But we get to see some really sick customizations in this cup. Wake up trait, I mean, that's just the classic, isn't it? Undeniable damage, completely guaranteed. If he has that trait ready, have to respect it, man. There's that forward 1-2 connecting fully. And right now, Fly looking fully in control of the set, I have to say.
Seems that way for now. I feel like it's going to be a question of whether Batman can actually get Batman games going, you know? Because I feel like this isn't a terrible stage for it, but at the same time, like Black Adam, he's such a stressful character to fight a lot of the time anyway. I think the biggest problem he's going to have is obviously like he has a wake up, like he has a lightning cage, but it doesn't have a lot of invincibility. It's quite easy to stuff. So he doesn't have the greatest wake up options. So even if Batman decides to let you wake up, he's still quite a hard character to deal with on him, unless you have a good wake up attack to kind of deal with it.
Hey man,
Black Adam.
Let's never forget about the wake up that's not a wake up, but it's definitely a wake up. It's a wake up Batarang. Forever king. Hello.
Wake up rank is like the ultimate. Oh, but that just connected. I wonder if that was like a down 2 attempt maybe from Fly.
Opting to keep the positioning, actually, not going into the reset situation, wants to kind of keep that presence with the bat. Goes in for a jump 3, so it's going to completely miss. Fly taking big damage in a very short space of time. Regular dice kick, gotta watch out. Tries to respect the jump in, but just eats the low completely. And now knocked down. No clash from either side again. It's both players trying to save their meter. I always feel like it's very fortunate that neither player has actually clashed in this game, because they're both almost going for the same thing. Use the bar for the neutral, for the damage. Who cares about clash? One of them's going to regret it, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Probably Fly. Oh, no.
Well, look at that chip. The second Malgus builds that bar, he's going to be in chip damage territory, but there's the big mid dive kick. Wait for it. Oh, tried to trip cover, was a little bit late. Out of range again, but not enough damage. Oh,
disrespect!
No.
But again, no.
Oh, and there it is.
God.
Yeah. I was saying before, right? The second Malgus was able to build bar.
What we just saw from Foxy, right? Like, it's so hard to prepare for this character. He's one of the best tournament characters in the game for that reason, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like he's absolutely, you could say the most versatile character in the game. I think he really has an option for everything. He's a very all-rounder character. Oh, and there it is, that wake up not working whatsoever. To get down to. But I feel like Batman really is just one of those most versatile choices.
Ooh.
And what a setup! Wacky stuff coming out from Fly.
That for me was an Injustice 1 setup, right? That sort of like last minute cross up jump, and he's eating everything. No confirm though from Fly, trying to keep the restand situation instead. That was either a drop or he just wanted to keep Batman standing up. Either way, it was actually working out for him really well, and good block. Definitely fuzzying that forward 3, was crouching first, stood up on reaction, but going in for some of those staggers. Malgus was not ready for that to connect, I don't think, and disrespecting the frames right when it is the most punishing. Oh, watch out for that truck.
Oh wow, that down one was crucial, because I think that was almost guaranteed to be trait death there, in combination with the chip damage that was following it. So Malgus able to get the first life bar, but another close game. I wonder if this is going to be the kind of what we expect to see for the rest of this. I feel like Fly's defense has been really good. The main thing that's kind of holding him back is whenever he tries to get his offense going, I don't think that Malgus is really getting opened up anyway, either in return. Because almost every kind of big substantial hit that he's got has been one of those kind of like really weird setups, those kind of last minute cross-ups.
There it is. Wake up Batarang. If you're going to jump in late, you're going to pay the ultimate price. And one thing about Malgus we're pointing out here, I think, is that he's not really dialing into a lot of things, right? He's so heavily built around the individual hits, the staggers. So when he lands an opening or gets a jump in, he's actually not getting any combos for it, because he's already decided that when I do this jump in, I'm going to do one button. And, oh, the delayed string. That was some tech. If you wake up Lightning Cage, you'll stuff it anyway. Such a deliberate button press there. Definitely calculated.
Well, I think he has no choice but to kind of respect that, because that's 2 for 2 now. Both times he's gone for wake up Lightning Cage, it has been not only just baited, but punished immediately. Like, Malgus just isn't letting him get away with it. Now he's on the defense again. But look at the blocks.
Very good.
And Fly. I mean, he doesn't have push block. It has to be just... it has no choice but just be good old-fashioned block what you see. He didn't have the push block, but he does now. Oh, but there it is.
I think that was your fault there, Jake. I think the second you pointed out how
ways you can achieve the same thing. Like, yes, they might not be as watertight. There may be a gap. There may be an opportunity for a backdash. But again, you said it right. This is a tournament character. This is 3 out of 5. If you do something that's a little bit off that you're not expecting, all you need to do is work once, and it's almost a life bar gone. And you don't have a huge amount of time to adapt to what the subtle differences might be in that kind of setup. But Fly did have a life lead, but no, a drop from Malgus. Definitely don't think he was ready for that forward 3 to connect at all. Oh wow, the disrespect. The first time we've seen the down 2 used like that in the set so far. Wow, completely avoiding all the buttons. That's a surprise.
There's the cross up. Oh, 43. Do Black Adam's damage. Lightning Bomb. Probably going to hit him anyway. That's unfortunate. Going in for the wake-up grab, which would have seemed like a good decision if the Lightning Bomb was not on the floor. And that's one of those things about Black Adam. He's such a sick character, like, fundamentally, that he actually rarely needs to use the Lightning Bomb. And when he does, it's, oh god, what's the mix-up going to be? You know, catches you off guard, throws you off massively. Reset situation, goes in for the knockdown. Very good block on the cross-up. Normally, it's only small hitbox characters that do those cross-ups. Here we go. Bam. Typically,
Fly getting so much damage. Man. I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of watching Black Adam come on. Wait a minute. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. He's pulling back. I don't know whether that was just a spectator bug or whether they just unfortunately had that crash. But either way, they're going on. They're going on as normal. Full confirm, which is going to bring Dqrthmalgus back into this fight. Definitely don't count him out to access to his clash. Has a nice amount of meter. Fly spending so much of it just to get the job done, right? Just try and close in space, just to confirm. Which means that Batman's probably going to win a clash. I don't think it's going to be his choices clash anymore. He is a bit too weak now.
Okay, but the full streak's in the end. Malgus once more not being really given a chance to get any clashes on deck, and that's going to be another life bar fly.
So be familiar first. Oh, okay, immediately in with the interactable instant neutral jump. Malgus making the reads on that grab. That's definitely one of those Yomi Slayers. Slayer known for doing that instant like neutral jump on prediction of a grab. The biggest shimmy.
The old shimmy. Or the forbidden shimmy.
Especially if it's Black Adam involved in some degree.
Still that full game. I feel like we're not really seeing a lot of the kind of like the Black Adam neutral stuff right now. You know what I mean? I feel like this is more of a just an example of Malgus is being really aggressive, and then when he makes a mistake or leaves an opening, Fly is just able to get something out of it, right? And because it's Black Adam, it's usually a lot of damage.
You actually will notice
this is definitely in the driver's seat now. There's a throw. We haven't really seen many throws, which again is something you typically have to be really careful because Black Adam, he has got a good down one, he has got a good down two. There's kind of those instant fast buttons that you can use to challenge that point blank situation, so you don't really get the chance to do as many throws. But Batman is a character that you have to block so much that throws are not a terrible thing to throw out.
Now, I gotta say, one big thing that we're noticing, which is the difference of Malgus as Batman and, you know, previously with Foxy's Batman, is he's going for basically less Vortex. He's going for damage cash out. He's confident in the neutral. He likes establishing that presence versus Black Adam. Seems very, very confident about approaching this character anyway. And it's less about I land a hit and make sure I Vortex at all costs. He's going pure damage, which is working out for him. It kind of goes back into what I talked about the different types of Batman players. Either way, Malgus, he's going to be on match point here. Fly was able to get one, but a little bit of extra health going into the trait. The danger and the reason I've got to be worried is Fly now has no clash, and that's 3 bars of Batman. That is 3 separate Vortex attempts if Malgus decides to go for it. Now going to be 2, but he's probably going to build a 3rd bar anyway, and just going in for the up batter range, it's not even jailing. He's just sitting down crouching and just letting Malgus throw the bar away. Oh god, it pushed away! Hang on a second. Again, damage. Opts not to go for anything else. Oh! No, interactable for you.
Now, I feel like Malgus is having really a lot of trouble kind of placing these jump 2s right now. So many of them kind of just whiffing, but beats the Lightning Cage again. Even though it's a bit of a sloppy game, still able to beat the Lightning Cage time after time.
Oh, what a pickup, though. What a pickup and a terrible situation. Fly forced into a really unfavorable mix-up.
In terms of characters, just the kind of players that sometimes get to compete often, some that just never get the opportunity to. And I think, depending on the players we have left in this bracket today, we could have like the perfect final 2 to finish that off.
Well, it's going to be Fearless versus Heroes, Atrocitus versus Superman. This is quite a very traditional Injustice 2 matchup. The big thing is the shield. The Dexter shield is arguably the most important tool in this entire match for that reason. But there's the reset. Heroes. We spent so much time seeing Superman players essentially go in only for combo extensions with the meter burn breath. But as time has started to go on, especially with players like Dab, and I assume Heroes as well, the Frost Breath being used as a reset to get what is essentially another Vortex. And that right there is the shield. That's why it's so important. It just goes right through the sweeping laser. Look at the bar difference. Dedicates into the mix-up at the last second, knows he has the trait to make it safe, and he's got so much bar to make it hurt as well.
Bam! Oh no! There's a positive overhead. That's going to be a full corner combo. Taking damage over time isn't even necessary to take the first life bar, and Fearless, even though he was massively down, able to bring it back anyway. Heroes does have that interactable behind him. Now that Atrocitus trait, that is going to be the bane of Heroes' existence. It does such a good job of just shutting down. That's it. I suppose that classic Superman neutral, right? It just puts a cork in it. It stops it from working for quite a while.
Good blocks on the last minute. Cross up, very good stuff. Good block. They're actually respecting the frames too, which is really important. And now the back. Oh, the down one. Atrocitus has, I think, got one of the best down ones to challenge that, to be fair. So he's going to get the puddle now. Absolutely forcing a clash. I feel like this might have been the last good opportunity Heroes would have had to actually use Wager. He's going to get some health back. And the important thing is, in this mid screen, he has to really watch out for that trait. Here comes the shield again. Watch out for that one. Back 2-3 into the pressure, push block just to get rid of Dexter, but he still gets 1 shield. That was best case scenario, just to get that 1 extra ounce. Just a thorn in the side. Such a good tool in this matchup, dude. That shield is excellent.
But there is the whiff punish from Heroes. First time he's managed to get that for a while. The cat is almost back, so Heroes is going to be really careful. Free summon, not much you can really do. The shield, actually shield came up too late. That's already half gone, but there's an easy punish. Heroes, he really has to be careful with those lasers when he sees that Fearless has the cat active.
Oh, the push block's going to keep the Siphon there too. The Siphon became one of those tools that Atrocitus players definitely weren't using day one, but now such a crucial part of this game plan. Not even because of the burst you get if you build it up, just the threat of the draining life over time, the fact he gets health back as well. It kind of just makes him this tank-style character, which he's always been. And he has shield, down one lift. Yes, please! Restand into Siphon, more mix-ups just to keep him in check, and the Siphon's going to just keep being more and more irritating. Okay. There's the 4-2-3, but the second he gets hit, it's a clash. Such good resource management from Fearless.
I mean, it's going to be gone now, so Heroes doesn't have to worry about it, but the big life deficit to be worried about. I feel like Atrocitus is one of those characters that it's really hard to avoid time out damage, so the lower Heroes goes here. I'm not sure if I fancy his chances as Fearless, because he's just trying to buy some time to get the cat back. That's all he's looking for. The second he has it, that might be party time. That's what he's got.
Ooh,
okay,
right in the face.
I mean, I do believe the punch goes through the shield, so I wonder if that's what we want to see Heroes go for more often. Chip damage, all the backdash,
that's the
into
tech.
back two, full punish.
Optimization, man, optimization, wait a sec. Wait a minute! What? Heroes!
Begin.
Oh, we don't have time to really collect on it too much because we're back in business. Game 1 is going to be Heroes.
I feel like that was just daylight robbery. I feel like Heroes just stole that from Fearless. Like
someone call the police. Get this man in a cell for the robbery that he committed. But either way, disrespecting a little bit. So now he's got an amazing position and wow, wake up scoop still sends its regards.
Oh, another one.
Oh no!
Oh, hang on.
No! Oh, I did it again! Oh, see you later. Good. Daylight. Someone unplug his PS4. Turn this guy's internet off. Someone do something. This is insane.
I mean, but this is what Superman has turned into, and I'm so happy to see Heroes showing it off for all to see. You know, Superman, he has had a bit of a bad rep in the community for a little while as being a bit basic. You know, the classic Superman style doesn't really work as much anymore. But you know, thanks to those that are still sticking with the character, you know, like you said before, people like Dab, you know, clearly Heroes, they're really transforming this character into like a corner monster for stuff like that. His trait, increased damage. He does so much natively. Those just ambiguous jump-ins, so strong.
The goal is going to be for Fearless now to, like, I know obviously no clues in the name, right, Fearless, but he needs to do everything he can to not be in this situation. He's consistently putting himself in harm's way. His back is to the corner. He is being forced into this mix-up because he is choosing to press the advantage in situations where there's actually a bigger risk than I think Fearless is anticipating. And now here comes the pressure. Good tech. Very, very good tech, actually. Teching grabs against Superman when he's got trait is so scary. But again, you know, Fearless, this man don't care. Okay, Puddle, this should definitely be the round, but actually not necessarily. Mix up.
No, the fuzzy and the punish. Heroes is still ready. I feel like Heroes is playing really well the life lead, right? Like, he just plays with no fear. His fuzzies are on point. His playing around the tray is on point. He's doing a much better job getting around the shield this time. You know, placing those, like, diving punches to get through it. Interactables, just not letting Fearless get the same way in that was happening before. And it really has put Fearless in an uncomfortable position. With punish, doesn't have the bar to extend. Throw, again, Heroes taking every little bit of damage he can from Fearless. Fearless forced to push block, but able. I wonder if that was a Fearless expected Heroes to expect them to go for the cat, so the Puddle came through instead.
I almost feel like, you know, I don't even mean to keep going back and talking about the name, but the big thing is that
maybe. I feel like unless a severe adjustment is made from Fearless, that's exactly what we're going to see. Because, oh well, instant air dash. I like what Fearless is trying to do here. He doesn't want to just show Heroes that he has been conditioned, but I feel like the biggest change is that what Fearless was getting with the trait in the first game just isn't working anymore. Heroes has found the answer, but Fearless is kind of sticking to his guns. I don't know if it's going to work like that. Or does he get the fuzzy this time?
That classic mix-up, man. Atrocitus he never not had it. You know what I'm saying? This is, even though, you know, it's kind of, you can sort of fuzzy it in this tournament situation, it's very scary. One of the scariest mix-ups in the game, and it is to this day still that, but there's the pressure. Good catch from the armor, back three, and I would say this is a great situation for Fearless, but this Heroes just goes back to the rule. Should be the round anyway, though. Manages to escape.
Is that enough in the bar? No, it chooses not to.
It just scales too much, man. There's too many down twos in that combo for it to kill.
Well, he would have if he spent the bar on the punch flow, but he just didn't need to. But, uh-oh, he might regret that.
Watch out. Okay, this is such a weirdly clutch situation. We're like moments away from this connecting. 2 times in a row, Fearless able to escape, but it cost him a lot of resources. And the anti-air laser, a good 10% by itself.
Oh, big air to air. Even though it was just 1 hit, it was a heavy, so that's a ton of damage. That was a really expensive trait sequence from Fearless, but he's keeping the life lead with it. Definitely worth it. Blocking over hit this time.
Yeah, he had to hold the frames. Doesn't go in. I wonder if Heroes expecting down 1 for it to be his turn again. Airborne laser. Heroes now on match point. And again, we would say this is a great situation for Fearless, but we've seen what Heroes has done before. 1 corner sequence is absolute deletion. I love the dash punch. It almost feels like the shield can't keep up with Atrocitus right as the dash punch connects, so it is meaningless. And when it lands, the shield disappears.
But this is a good clash anyway, because Heroes guaranteed some health back. Spends a lot of bar actually, 3 bars gone now, but it has put Fearless's trait back to just completely no cooldown whatsoever. Oh, no. I like how Heroes is being reserved here. He doesn't want to kind of just blindly run in, because that is how you lose against Atrocitus. Especially with Fearless still having access to Clash. Oh, just out of range, but oh no, he tried to do a forward 2 from crouch. He's got the rising grab. The classic Superman Imper error. Well, that good trade for Heroes.
Dude, it almost feels like Heroes has remembered the dash punch. It's such a good answer! The knowledge! Oh god, that was always the solution.
Today. But he is in loser's bracket now. Malgus, we've seen, has got this tidy Batman. Orp took it to the wire against F0xy. It was 3-2. But we know Orp is looking for that top 2, but Malgus is currently in his way. He'll be able to move this.
Well, either way, we have the pressure. This was such a close matchup for Orp before, and he was showing so much understanding of this matchup too. It was just, he kind of put himself in a bit of really unfavorable positions that led to Vortex, and F0xy definitely not afraid to Vortex on every given touch. And wake up Trailblazer almost immediately. If you're going to do the really brash stuff, I think doing it at the very beginning where there's less, I think, to cost you is probably going to be a little bit better. Goes in, wow, back to back, that's 2 wake ups now. Orp has gone in for the wake up Trailblazer. I wonder if that's going to send a message to Malgus, make him worry a little bit. Here comes the pressure. Instantly jumping in, gets met, no full combo, because again, these hits, I just don't think Orp is believing in them. And to be honest, it doesn't matter, because he took the first round anyway, very confident.
I feel like he's almost looking for, I feel like he's almost been looking for the new jump to be blocked so he can go in for something, right? Because Firestorm does have access to plus frames. Chooses not to plant the bomb on, but took a lot of damage to get out that corner.
Do you wonder if that was a mistake?
That, though? No, I think it was intentional. I think he maybe didn't really care about doing damage. He just didn't want to end in the corner. However, as I can say that, look at where we are. Oh no, the anti-air just occupying that space. That Peter burn up Batarang so strong.
I think for me, that
hitbox plus frames. What?
I think for me, that's one of those "Are you too good for your home? Answer me" moments where you leave and then immediately pretty much give yourself to them on a silver plate.
You just referenced Happy Gilmore in the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, so what?
I mean, I respect it. I just wasn't expecting it.
Expect the unexpected here in the online world of injustice. The down 2 anti-air, very, very clean actually. Batman's out. I mean, you know a down 2 is good when it's essentially a 6-frame reversal, or however fast it was. I can't remember if it's 6 or 7, but I know that it's mashed. It is a fast button on many occasions. Uh-oh, Orp getting caught here, clipped. Open wide. Ooh, nice conversion actually, I like it. We're gonna get the Vortex. We're gonna get the traditional corner. Wonderful block and
I love it. Again. Oh, again, he's pressing these buttons, but he's not confident in connecting.
Okay, you have to watch out here. This is Batman's playground. Jump distance, but instant jump 1 anti-air. This was the only, I think, lifeline Malgus actually had in the situation, was that he had a clap, right? That was a level 3 Firestorm. That was going to be an air-to-air. That was going to be a Vortex. Thank God he had Clash to get out of it.
Orp is actually in the driver's seat right now. Reactionary anti-air. No, he dropped the combo! Is that enough damage? No, surely not. Especially if he drops the ender. Orp giving a lifeline again. In chip damage territory now. Look at that. Atlantis! Oh, getting a little bit too anti, but another drop. Wait, the wake up from Orp comes through. He has 1 bar. Can he do anything? Strong Blazer. Oh, and the interactable. But both players did drop a ton of combos to get to that point. It should have been over a lot longer, a lot sooner than it was. But to lose that kind of scramble, that is such a mentally just taxing toll on you as a competitor. But Malgus, another drop. We need to see just better execution across the board, especially at this point of play. You know, we're playing for a shot at the top 8 for the IPS finals, right? There is no short hill to climb.
It's the best only, right? This is only the best makes it through. And if you're dropping a lot of your basic BMBs due to either, I don't know, we'll just put it down to tournament pressure. That's always what it tends to be, but this has been a nightmare round for Orp. But yeah, there's that matchup knowledge. Some characters have those really specific answers to the back 2-3, and that's one of them, Firestorm. He goes in for level 3 traits, going to keep him alive temporarily, but unfortunately, is only really existing to keep him alive and not undo a lot of the damage that's been done. Immediate Molten Trap, and oh, I don't know if that was intentional.
That was a forward dash into a Molten Trap. I wonder if that was an execution error or just a big read, but regardless, he's going to go down a life bar for it, and Malgus now looking pretty strong with quite a life lead, to say the least. That second bat is almost back as well.
I actually like the air dash attempt, and the patience, the delayed forward 3 crushing the Starfish. Instant low, have to watch out for that poke back to back. Is that full combo? No, catches it just a little bit too early. Now there's the pressure
on the back dash.
Orp looking very uncomfortable on defense. Clean conversion, okay. And again, another combo drop.
No. Mistake, but he's still given time. Okay, he's got the level 3 trait on deck. Does he pop it now for the health, or does he wait?
I don't know if that overhead was intentional, you know. It was too far away to work. I wonder if it was a Molten Trap attempt.
Uh-oh. Orp has no choice, has to clash.
Don't bet on
Now, does Malgus try and contest? Because Orp, I'm not sure if he can really afford to spend both, but he does. Malgus holding on to his, and he had the 1.
He's got level 3, but the question's going to be, like, but the second the bat is out in the neutral, I don't think you can really go for those Molten Traps, because a Molten Trap trade versus a bat trade, it's pretty much the same kind of neutral. You both recover at the same time. So he's throwing them out, and if he gets it, it's probably going to trade with bat. If he doesn't get it, he's probably going to get jumped in on. Like, I don't know if these full screen Molten Traps are really working in Orp's favor at all.
Well, especially against a character like Batman, they have to be...
Oh, what? Oh, God, they both flew through space and time itself. No damage done on that exchange. I'm a big fan of that.
Perfectly balanced. The universe is happy once again. Okay, there's Molten Traps. Almost fell for it again. 4-2, nothing behind it. And there it is, the reversal Trailblazer.
Oh, no!
Managing to get something. Has 1 bar. This could be everything. Oh, and a transition. Malgus. Classic damage coming through from Orp, giving himself a solid life lead, and Malgus now on the back foot. Absolutely. That did a lot of damage for a transition. Oh no, he got hit by the full distance slide again! Oh, he's got the bar, but he drops it again!
This is a guaranteed silver plate win. And that was not worth the risk! That was not worth... Yeah, this is what everything has been building up to, and because this happened actually quite late in the year, there's been a lot of grinding and preparation on anticipation of this. Like, this has gone on, you know, until essentially the end of the year.
Well, the thing
so
is,
can you imagine grinding all year for 1 cup?
Especially as an international player, right? Like, for, you know, I feel like it's easy to say, you know, I'm seeing a lot of people around, you know, in chat that are like, you know, you play in the War of the Gods, or, you know, at various IPL events in America. And I feel like it must be said, as an international player, it is hard to get Injustice 2 practice. We've had, this year internationals have had Biennality and an online cup for, for IPL, and that's it. So if you want to be like, you know, a strong player with a chance to get into IPS finals, this is basically all you really have at this point for most of the year. So for these internationals, the weight of these events, you know, this might look like just an online cup to a number of people, but to the internationals and people playing, this is their everything, because this is their only chance, which is why we're seeing such high pressure, high tense situations, because for these players, this is the most important tournament they have ever entered today.
Well, either way, Orp looking much, much better here. Very confident. And it's a strong neutral. That's the main thing about Firestorm, is that he has such an amazing neutral, even against Batman, who has some trading situations, and yeah, down to... Against Firestorm, very risky, right? You have to be so confident it's going to work. But how often is Dqrthmalgus actually getting whiff punished entirely just by a jump in? He's getting jumped in on trying to anti-air because Firestorm has so many ways to alter his jump hard.
The max range slide again. Orp is just consistently not ready for it. Not doing a huge amount of damage though, and Orp able to seize it back. Oh, interactable completely missing, but look, I mean, look at the life lead Orp has. Almost doesn't matter at this point. Empty jump, doesn't stick anything out, so doesn't walk into the forward 3. Oh, forward dash throw. Orp trying to get cute now.
Pressure for days. Disrespects the Starfish, and yeah, Malgus tries to parry. That was a rock and a hard place situation, I think, right there. That was...
Firestorm and Darkseid, when was the last time we've seen this? Was it Combat and Nyx? And even then, Nyx doesn't play as much Darkseid nowadays.
Yeah, it's a lot of Black Panther back in the day. But either way, I gotta say, Malgus has been typing in chat quite regularly today about he may be using Darkseid, maybe seeing Darkseid in the top 8. So I think it was always one of those characters that people kind of want to see. But I think if you're in tournament and it's Batman or Darkseid, I don't blame you for going Batman. But now it's his final game, right? He's down to his last lifeline. It's going to be a game of full screen versus full screen. I don't really think this is massively unfavorable for Darkseid, to be honest, because that full screen game, Omega Beams are still one of the stronger projectiles in the game. The problem is Darkseid has no buttons in a game of buttons.
Yeah, and we can already see that Orb is definitely not afraid to kind of enforce those normals, enforce those strings, and force Malgus in those situations that he has to use buttons to get out. And the most he can really get is down 1. But, you know, it seems to be enough right now. He has a slight life lead. Oh wow, no, the beta button shot coming through from Orp uses his only bar to do so, but just more likely. Oh, yeah,
no choice.
Nothing he can do about that. Nothing he can do about that.
Accept your fate, my friend. Now, this is going to be match point for Orp, though. That's the thing. It's just a full screen battle. This is that classic matchup. But this is where Darkseid kind of has to be. And the down 1 immediately reactionary. A back 3 just keep unclashable. We have level 3 now as well. And this is just going from bad to worse. Commits. Goes in for the raw jump. No! Dedicates everything into the stomp. And it just felt like that was the fastest second round. High level, but you never really see them win it big. I think the character is decent, but does have certain problems. But you know, when he's played for matchups in mind, then that's where you don't necessarily see those issues as often. Now, this is actually a really good pick for Heroes. You know, Green Arrow, very, very aggressive, keep away, but he has a lot of tools to keep Robin at bay. You know, I believe, I can't actually remember the matchup off the top of my head, like the player behind might have been actually Sunio, I believe, maybe. We saw Hayate run this exact same matchup, and it kind of looked a little bit tricky for Robin. Not saying it's a bad matchup as such, but it definitely looked like a matchup that Green Arrow can fight.
I think it depends on how the flow of the game is going. I feel like Green Arrow with a life lead, if you're a character without a traditional projectile, is always kind of miserable. But it's a question of getting to that point, right? Because Robin, he does have the damage, he does have the setup, but what will happen with it? As obviously we know that Green Arrow is a little bit fiddly. He's not the easiest character in the game to pressure on Wake Up. Now, we know that Robin does have those long buttons to get through a lot of those wake-up options, so I guess it's just going to be a question of knowledge and enforcing that knowledge.
But this is Heroes playing the matchup correctly. You know, Green Arrow, yes, he's got some buttons up close, he has something that resembles a little bit of pressure, but to be honest, his whole game plan is not built around being up close. He is one of the most creative defensive characters in the entire game. So many ways to keep you at bay and zone you out. He's not one of those characters that is kind of confined to one projectile. He has so many different varieties. I definitely think he's probably one of the most interesting keep away characters, I would say, because of just how much customization you have. There's so many ways you can keep them at bay. I like watching it. Ooh, that's the Takeda player coming out of Durpey right there.
Oh, no punish from Durpey though. I wonder if he attempted the uppercut but just didn't quite get it. And again! Wow, Durpey needs to really fix this up. That was like 2 opportunities back to back to take a life, but wow, Heroes backdashing onto the tray, that'll do it.
I like the fact that Green Arrow's backdash with a backflip, so he backflipped into a backflip. Alright, full combo. There's the repositioning. Still has the pressure. Okay. That should be... Actually, no need to even go for a detonation. Let's just keep him in the corner.
That's it, right? Just the red trait being a low when it explodes. Just the fact that it's there on the floor created a mix-up every time Heroes got off the ground there. And Durpey knew it.
Oh, slice him up. Cash out extra damage. And now, wonderful block on the slide. Definitely in Durpey's favor. Heroes can't particularly zone away, but actually now the slide connected, maybe he can. With the slide, back-to-back Durpey, kind of letting this run away from him a little bit, and it's now going to be anyone's game. Watch out for this absolute bombardment of arrows. Robin can still take this fight. I don't know how to call this one, man.
I mean, it's guys, be careful. This is chip damage territory. That meter burn savage blast at this health is so dangerous. He has the bar, but can't be too obvious with the meter burn roll. Just enough. And now Heroes has to be careful too. Uh-oh.
No, what the fuck? No! Oh, God. With Black Adam for a bit more of a favorable, more mobility, especially airborne mobility, which is the big one. Dive kick is one of those real glory-destroying projectile moves. It's such an amazing tool for that. Plus, you've got the the good movement speed. You've got the forward one that advances. The trait which just makes things even better on block as well. I definitely expect a more favored matchup from Durpey, but I've not really seen him use Black Adam too much in tournament.
But that's it. I know he's had a Black Adam for a long time, but I haven't personally seen him play it competitively for a while. So I do question how up to speed it might be. But I feel like the amount he used to play Black Adam, like I remember back at Versus Fighting last year, he considered Black Adam basically his main. So I know he has some serious time behind it. So I'm assuming if he's playing it, it's ready. And it's looking pretty tidy already, as he's going to quite convincingly take the first life bar from Heroes already. Just a couple of seconds into his first life bar.
But to be honest, this goes back into what we talked about, having teams of characters. You know, Robin may be Durpey's favorite character, but he knows that against a hyper defensive zoning style character, if he has a Black Adam and he doesn't have to put Robin in those matchups, I'm not saying Robin even loses those matchups, but if Black Adam does them better, then you have the character on the line. Pick Robin for matchups you like, a Black Adam for matches you don't.
Another good sequence. Heroes already lost his clash, and already he's going from bad to worse. Has a trait ready for Durpey. He's going to use it straight away in Heroes. I mean, at this point, you're not even trying to air tech. Can't do anything about this.
I definitely feel like he threw in the towel.
Dearie me.
I definitely feel like he threw in the towel.
A
A huge amount of these situations, these constant change after each game, especially in Europe. But to be honest, my gut tells me I think Durpey might stick with Black Adam for this whole match. He's going to know he doesn't want to fight Green Arrow again.
But can Heroes even get himself in that situation? Because if Durpey's looking good in this matchup as well, then Durpey's not going to, in theory, have any reason to change at all, especially with those point blank punishes Heroes. I think he was maybe banking on Durpey expecting the meter bell on that laser, but Durpey not falling for it, and there's the knowledge, the down one on Superman's wake up.
I mean, Durpey,
wake up attack.
He does play Superman as well, so those like anti-wake up scenarios, he's going. And he does it again. He's going for a really meaty down one as Hero stands up, and he does every single time. But Heroes.
So what does he do? Wake up neutral jump with 2.
Oh no! He drops the combo. We could have actually seen the whole round from that. Oh, watch out! The death ball. He was trying to time it.
He doesn't care. Heroes is trying to shimmy Durpey. He's just like, nope, I ain't moving. I ain't pressing nothing. Again, Durpey doesn't care. Oh, there's this moment.
Alright, now he has to watch out again. One more bit of block! No, disrespects the 4-2-3! And he's actually dead! Oh my god! Heroes! His corner stuff is so good.
Oh, there we go. So we know that Heroes clearly has the ability to just steal entire life bars back. We saw it before, we're seeing it now. Oh, tries to backdash, but gets tagged by the other hits of the lightning.
With punish.
This could be huge. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Very clean. Oh, delay. I think he's way more content taking the grab than the full combo right there. That looked like a very deliberate, I might just take this grab.
Oh, wow. Very late jumping. I don't think Deadshot was ready for that to hit there.
Good block across up. Again, I really feel like Heroes is just content taking the grab because of his bar. If he lands an opening now, that's a reset to death, or maybe even at this stage, unclashable damage.
Wow!
He like punched his cape.
But I like the way, I think you pointed out before about how Heroes is quite content taking the throws. Because I feel like there are certain characters that you have to be so careful with this game about throw tech, and I feel like these are 2 of those characters. Taking Superman throws is dangerous because if you get tagged by forward 2, depending on where on the screen you are, it can be death. But Black Adam is much of the same. You know, this character has so many plus frames, but at least his throw puts you full screen. Well, no, not who am I thinking of? No, it doesn't put you full screen. What am I thinking of?
I am
confused. Oh,
reset.
There it is, the cross-up. No, he did it too early. He didn't get the reset.
Now, that's the one thing about Superman's reset, is that it does reset to be in a great position, but you need to delay it at just the magical time, really. Now, here's the frost breath. Do we see a reset again? Okay. He wants that.
No, that was just a raw dive bomb. That's not a mix-up. I think Hero's getting a little bit too ahead of himself here. Unless was expecting Durpey to maybe he's going for a setup, it must be a 50-50, but Durpey not falling for it. Defense on point. Goes match point against Heroes, and Heroes, he does have trait in 2 bars, so he has the resources to tie up. But
the thing about Superman is you don't always need to restand the opponent. You can actually still just go for knockdown into good frame. The Black Adam doesn't really have the best wake up in the game, does he? Superman can stuff that easily. But Heroes went a bit too cute going in for the resets. Probably should have just taken the damage, to be honest. Either that or he fumbled the setup.
I mean, sometimes, but like, if you do those Superman setups, they are true guessing games. So why knock them down and make it a read? If you can just make them guess and still get a ton of damage. I feel like it's just, you know, there's certain elements, if you mistime it or you do it a little bit wrong, it is what it is. It happens sometimes. Still though, Durpey, look at the patience. He has no intent to just go in.
Down 2. Dash. He does down 2, crouching under. Now this is bad for Heroes. If he gets clipped, he's gonna clash. He has to clash.
I feel like Durpey can afford to just sit and wait for trait though. Because at this point, any damage Heroes takes is good damage. And the traitors are clashing. Oh, tries to instant dive kick, but no. Heroes spending just 1 bar. Happily to take that one back. Now, the thing is, Durpey's actually gone from a not a great situation here. He's only got the 1 bar left, and this is Superman. If Heroes can get him towards the corner, maybe. Mid-screen, of course, Durpey's a little bit safer. But there it is. More of a safe trait rush coming through.
But Durpey will take that grab again. The same reasons Heroes would.
Oh, why?
That was a big risk. Maybe Durpey understood if I have Clash, I'm going to make that risk once. Because if he caught the lightning cage, he probably could either chase down a tech or untechable back. Alright, Heroes now just needs 1 opening. He has to fish for it, but he can't get clipped. The benefit though, Durpey, no resources, but he has got trait. If he gets within forward 1 range, which is right there, and there's the really good tech, very smart. Woo! Count. Oh no! That might have been it, but no Heroes. He has a lot of bar too, just for guaranteed life regeneration. I think surely he can't afford to hold on to it. 2, right? 2-0. That's what we get. Now if Durpey catches him 1 more time, he will confirm. Oh, no! He did not want that! He wanted a down 1!
No, he wanted a forward 2, but he did it from a crouching, so he got the rising grab.
Oh yeah, oops, sorry, I forgot. I don't play Superman. Sorry guys, forgive my mistake.
That is the Superman input error. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Heroes, as Durpey is gonna win this match. You make it to Vienna next week. Simple as that.
What a canon matchup too, Batman versus Catwoman. And you know, Foxy definitely starting out Injustice 2 with Catwoman because he felt like she was a very anti-meta character. Unfortunately, did not gel with that character whatsoever. And then, you know, he found his true love in Deadshot. Deadshot, unfortunately, is just hot garbage now. And he went in for Batman instead, which kind of allows him to play a similar style, heavily built around just making good reads, and then the Vortex as well.
Already we're seeing gaps being punished with interactables, but unfortunately a combo drop. I do wonder that might be something we'll be seeing a lot of this match potentially. So you know that Catwoman isn't the easiest character to combo in certain situations.
You want me to be honest? My money's on Dizzy here. I think Dizzy is more. I think Dizzy is more prepared for this situation. I think Dizzy's been playing more. I think he's been looking good all year. He actually outperformed Foxy quite significantly at IPS throughout the IPS this year, I believe. So you know, I actually think this year Dizzy has kind of like almost surpassed Foxy a little bit through the fact that Foxy, you know, his attention's been diverted. He hasn't been grinding as hard. But at the end of the day, them's the breaks. Dizzy has been, and I think I rate him higher in this set.
So I think the biggest thing that might hold that prediction back is we know that Foxy is one of the best in the business at downloading an opponent or picking up on player-specific tendencies. Now, considering we know they were training partners a lot last year, and we know Foxy and Dizzy would have played a lot before, I don't think there are many people around that will be able to adapt to Dizzy specifically as Foxy can. And I think that might be the biggest deciding factor here. Is Foxy, I think, is better at the player versus player matchup, but Dizzy might be a bit better at the game right now. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Dizzy's better at the game, but Foxy's better in tournament. That's the thing. That's the matchup right here. Good block, chip as well, being very patient. Oh, whip trip. Opening for Dizzy. And this is just round 1, dude. This is just round 1. I really think these are the 2 best players of the tournament, and this matchup
is round 1, and we have 100 seconds left to go out of like 300.
Because they're both not afraid. They're not afraid to play this slow. It's Foxy versus Foxy Jr. What do you expect?
It's like Dr. Evil and Mini-Me, only they're really good at Injustice 2.
And oh yeah, for sure.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, where would you bet? Foxy is definitely Dr. Evil.
Oh yeah,
like absolutely. Pure evil.
Entirely. If Foxy could legally change his name to Evil, he would. His first name is Denim. It would be D-Evil.
And it also says devil when you look at it. So
yeah.
You're welcome, Foxy. You're welcome to the new brand. Get it on a shirt, sell it.
He got second place with Deadshot as well. That begins with a D.
Ah, okay. Still though, 89 seconds. God, are we gonna? Oh wait. Are we gonna see our first ever Injustice 2 timeout?
Well, Foxy's in the corner, so probably not now.
I mean,
this is Catwoman in the corner, man.
He's got bar.
Foxy just sitting there, patient.
Are we going to see? Has there ever been an Injustice 2 timeout?
I don't know. I'm looking at the health.
I've never seen one.
I'm looking at the health. I don't think we're gonna see a timeout. I think we're gonna see an opening here. Someone's gonna get opened up right now. What's gonna happen? I'm calling it. I don't think we're gonna see a timeout.
Jinxing it. 7 seconds.
No, I don't think so.
No. Foxy's in on with the clash too. But you know, he dropped the restand. Unfortunate thing to drop.
I don't know how he managed to drop that actually. That's one of those really sort of last minute unfortunate situations. Oh! F0xy probably expecting him to try and interrupt the back three. Here comes the back three anyway. Stagger in the back two. No commitment. Doesn't want to get punished.
This is the lowest time I think I've ever seen an Injustice match have so far, though. 50 seconds.
No, we had 17 earlier.
Oh.
Too far away.
Okay, no hit confirm. Doesn't get the chance to this time as F0xy clashes. Now, this is a crucial wager, and it's not an easy decision. 2-1. F0xy will get some back. Dizzy saving one bar. As he approaches the second.
God. Does Dizzy wake up? Does he wake up? Oh no,
he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Oh! The grab, that's not enough. That's not enough. He doesn't have bar either. Oh! The bat didn't do enough. Critical.
Watch out!
Oh! No, with punish on the back too. I think the definition of back and forth, and I would expect all. I think this might be a game 5, and I would expect them all to go like that.
This could be the longest set of Injustice we've ever laid our eyes upon. Now, I mean, why is she doing that?
I mean,
building bar.
Is this just meter farming?
Yeah, clearly, for sure. Like, why are you going to the dodge? Because the Batarang's all the way up there. But obviously it is bar for...
Oh, there's a trip.
And this is a matchup we've seen Dizzy play many times. He had that unforgettably... Against small hitbox characters, 4-3 tends to cross up all the time.
It does, but I didn't realize it was going to do it from that situation. Last minute block from Dizzy. Not falling for the shenanigans.
F0xy tries to whiff punish the trait. But no, we saw an unforgettable, I think it was CEO actually. It was Dizzy versus Forever King. Last hit, last round. Dizzy was on the verge of reverse 3-0ing Forever King. So he's been behind in this matchup before. I know Forever King plays a lot more wild than F0xy does, going back to talking about the differences between Batman players, but I mean, look, F0xy, he knows Dizzy is going to fear the bat, so he just saves it all the way up until the last minute. The bat serves a purpose of just shutting down neutral. Now there's the opening, full combo for Dizzy, knockdown as well.
It's just one of those traits that you have to respect. When the bat is in play, you have to respect the fact that you can let it go at any time. You have no choice but to just accept that it's something you have to respect. So like, this is a good life lead to have, considering how back and forth and how just damage trade heavy this matchup is. This is actually a substantial life lead.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, right? The closeness is they trade hits back and forth, they trade chip damage, they trade plus frames, they remain even. If one person can break away, it's instantly in their favor. So I will rate Dizzy in this matchup purely because the lead is established. F0xy will have to do so much work now just to even things up from what is just a bulletproof matchup.
Still though, he doesn't get cornered. There's a huge turn of events, but that down one just going to work by itself. F0xy has plenty of bar, but hasn't got an opportunity to really do anything with it. Dizzy's defense has just been pretty impeccable.
And when he's been vortexed, he's stepped right too. I think there's half reaction, half guess. That when he's having that really clutch difference between back and forward, he is actually, I think, reactionary going left or right. Though Dizzy has got those young man reactions. F0xy now, here comes the vortex. And he blocks again. Wonderful block. That's also understanding F0xy. Realistically, if F0xy lands a hit there on the vortex, he's probably going to want to land behind because he won't want to stay in the corner. So that's like half, prediction and half guess of risk assessment.
Ooh. And the back getting chased down again. Dizzy. I think almost too much of life lead to lose at this point, but we know F0xy's got the resources. The only thing he doesn't have is the trait, and that's the biggest thing he needs. But the standing cross up again.
Small hitboxes, man. Oh, too far for down two. Looked like he was too far away for that down two, actually, in fact. All right, good block on the low. Yeah, F0xy does not overextend, doesn't get at the end. And now he's borderline unwinnable. He can't take anything on block against Catwoman's buttons. Whip punish! Hang on. All right, no clash from Dizzy.
Oh, another miss!
F0xy, what's going on? Surely the clash, the lifeline. If F0xy wins this, I'm going to lose. This can't be.
I mean, all Dizzy needs is bar, right? I mean, sure, cat dash is chip damage almost.
Not the regular one from this
but he doesn't have a clash. Yeah, maybe not. He doesn't have the clash either anymore, so we can't afford to make a mistake. Dizzy's life remaining is literally Batman kill territory.
If F0xy hits
a restand into a wrong guess, that's it. Dizzy can't afford to get tagged here by anything. He has the bar, he has the bat. He's got one ready. He's got another one to summon. By the time that one connects, he's going to have another one recharged.
He has to be so patient here. Absolutely. Watch out.
Oh, mix it up!
Oh, the reaction! Oh my God, what's going on? Oh my word!
Chase down! Air tech. Can he air tech? There it is, last minute. Good pull on the string.
Really good block! F0xy, you cannot do this. Don't do this.
Oh my God! Oh my lord, Dizzy just
been grinding. It has been up and coming for the Intercontinental Championship. He tried to get back into shape for this cup, but he has not been playing the whole time. I can promise you that. Like, that is the situation. It is what it is. I'm not even saying F0xy's guaranteed. By all means, he could still not qualify. Dizzy could reverse 3-0. He almost reversed 3-0 King before. He has the stuff to get it done.
We were saying before, this is where the ability of F0xy comes in. Like, he's good at playing versus the actual player more so than the character. You know, Dizzy's been playing more Injustice too, but F0xy is better in this kind of situation at adjusting and making the difference, and that's what we're seeing here.
All right, there's the knockdown. This is Catwoman in the corner where she wants to be. Oh, doesn't commit into the bats. Bit of a funny angle, might not have caught the confirm. Oh my god, just very rare footage of Dizzy just getting hit by raw trait. You almost never see that.
But again, Dizzy, slight life lead, but at this point, I'm beyond thinking that even matters. I felt like it was such a huge difference early on, but the longer the set goes on, the better F0xy seems to be at just bringing it back regardless. Backdash working again. Oh, there it is. Opts not to spend the back this time. Oh, wow. Anti-airs with the interactable.
One clean opening from F0xy being able to undo that work, though. One touch. And that should be the round over. Dedicated to the string already. Really good block. Oh, wow. I don't think Dizzy wanted that, but he'll take it. Okay,
there's an opportunity. Dizzy able to build this life lead even better now. Oh no, just to say that. It's so close to losing out. The mix-up.
Good block.
Oh, into grab. There we go.
So many options off each touch. Batman really is the master of everything in this game, man. He has so much utility. It's almost like he's Batman. Woo. Good confirm.
Now, still a good situation for Dizzy. F0xy able to bring the life bar back, but Dizzy 100% still in the lead, and it's a strong lead at that.
That looks like a really magical... That string right there with Catwoman. Dizzy hasn't really been using that in the previous games. It seems to be at least the catalyst for getting this game. Like, I know we saw the comeback last time, but I'm going to bank on Dizzy here.
Wait
maybe I spoke too soon.
Wait a minute, maybe
That's
not.
sick.
Oh no, misses the restand again. F0xy. Oh no!
Oh
no,
god!
wait.
Active frames.
Not again. What?
F0xy, wait, what's going on? What?
F0xy, what are you doing?
Oh my god. What? You know, the misconception is that F0xy was basically playing the whole time, and he absolutely has not been. But that's legacy. He knows how to play Batman. He played Batman in Season 2 anyway. He's been playing Batman this year anyway. And it's just fundamentals. He's playing players he knows how to fight against. But anyway, that's enough of that matchup for now. We can't waste any time. It's Durpey versus Orp. One of these guys is going to be out of the tournament and not qualifying for the Vienna finals next week. I feel like Orp is going to be... Both these guys are hungry, right? And they've been getting better and better as each tournament has gone on. Who do I vote for? I don't know. I feel like Durpey's been playing really well, but Orp, if there is one time he's going to come out, it's now. It has to be now.
But again, we know that Durpey has more experience behind him. And, you know, Durpey's gone with the Black Adam. We know Black Adam is a decent pick. You know, Durpey would have 100% been preparing for Firestorm, knowing Orp was entering this tournament, so there must be a reason behind this. Orp only really plays Firestorm at this kind of level in terms of his characters, so I think it's basically going to be Firestorm or bust for him, for now at least. But it's going to be tough. You know, Winner, of course, has got Dizzy waiting for them, so they know they could have a pretty tough opponent waiting on the other side. But I think these are two players that, again, I feel like out of the three players and losers, it's actually really hard to tell which of the three of them will get that second spot.
I agree, actually, for sure. It's tricky because at the end of the day, like, there's been well, with the exception of F0xy, the non-stop grind has been real, especially with Orp. Like, that's why it's I think Orp is such a talking point for me, because of all these players, he has been the absolute most, you know, really dedicated. I want to get IPS finals. I will play every day. I will grind all the matchups. I will play in all the online cups, all the exhibitions. Orp has kind of been, I think, grinding the hardest. So this is where the fruits of his labor need to come from. Either way, it's a confirm from Durpey. We've been talking about this match the whole time, and it's been so back and forth. Oh, wow. Okay. Big whips entirely.
Yeah, so they wake up into just a 4-3 missing completely. Oh, that big down 2. That's going to be a huge thing in this match, though, because we know Orp has a tendency to go for those neutral jumps, especially when he's, like, dropped a combo or messes something up. He will tend to neutral jump a lot of the time. Black Adam's down 2. Going to be a great answer for that. There's the big overhead into the transition. Durpey caught not blocking correctly that time. He's going to lose a lot of life because of it. And against Firestorm, this is meter burn Fireball territory. If Durpey gets clipped by Fireball, it's over. Even normal Fireball at this point, actually. And that's what the meter burn roll was for. And, oh, immediately answering back.
That's really sick.
A little bit cleaner the longer this tournament goes on. I think that there were definite like signs of like ropiness at the start that he's not really showing as consistently now. So I feel like Orp is definitely getting more kind of, I suppose, tidier as this bracket goes on. Oh, catches the back dash as a monk trap.
Okay, good situation for Orp again. And wow, wake up! Lightning Cage, just to say no to that instant forward dash. The thing about Lightning Cage is that, you know, some people spend a long time saying it's not a wake up. It definitely serves a purpose for those kind of jumping
it has invincibility off the ground and it's a wake up attack. It is factually a wake up. It's just not a particularly foolproof one. You know, the invincibility will let it down, but it does launch. So, you know, it's a wake up that it's a balanced wake up in my opinion.
And there it is again, Durpey playing really, really patient. Or I think when he's down and around, or almost down and around, he's not afraid to go for those plays where he essentially, you know, it's I wake up or I don't wake up. It's like a 50-50 in itself. Forces respect. Down one, recovering so quick. The back three does not chew it up, and there's the raw low. Reset back to back. You've got to guess when that level 3 trait is active. So many overheads he gets access to when that trait is live.
That's going to be just like that, right? You know, I mean, this is one of those characters that it's so hard to count him out. Whenever Firestorm has bar, he has vortex potential. You know, it's not just with the trait. If he has trait, it definitely helps.
Okay, back-to-back grab, looking good. Oh, the raw dive kick.
Big storms coming now.
And I remember when that dive kick did 600 damage for a combo.
I try to forget, but I never will. Tie clash though, Durpey. This is a good life lead to have, but again against Firestorm, you can never be too careful. Attempt on the anti-air, but the air dash from Orp going to make it miss completely. And get a neutral jump with patience from Durpey. And there we go, Orp spending his only bar on that. But a drop combo from Durpey into plus frames for the back dash.
That forward one off that launch is not as easy as it looks either. Okay, there's the low. There it is, classic stuff. Disrespects those starfish. Don't count out Orp. This is Firestorm, level 3. Uh-oh. No! God! His fate was sealed the second that jump. And then you have Dizzy this year, who's played in a lot of cups against a lot of top American players and more than held his own. And then you have these two players, Durpey and Orp. You know, Durpey was only able to, I believe, attend of all the events. He went to Combo Breaker, and it was half vacation as well. You know, so he was here for the only IPS I think he tasted was that one tournament. So, and the Orp has never played in a single IPS event. So this is their both.
Aside from the online one, unless you mean like, you know, offline majors.
Oh yeah, I'm talking offline tournaments and stuff like that. So it's interesting that we are seeing these two players collide right now, where this is kind of like this is their last chance through and through. They had no opportunities otherwise.
Oh, wake up starfish. I feel like Orp is really good to go for that. When he sees you like potentially at like a footsie range to go in for OP, but you're not point blank, that's when he tends to go for the starfish. But oh, hang on a minute, but then went for it straight up point blank that time, and definitely paying the price. That's gonna be an easy life bar for Durpey.
Very good positioning too. He's almost got a straight, and by the time the round begins, he's now got the trait for another time. I definitely understand going for it that early. He has so much of the round left, he can build it back. I mean, it's halfway back already. Black Adam's trait, I mean, come on, it's going to be top 3 in the game.
I mean, it's a strong trait, but I feel like we're at a point that there are so many strong traits. I don't even know about top 3, honestly. I feel like there are so many good traits in the game at this point, but it's definitely a strong one.
It guarantees wins, man. I don't know. I think it's right up there for me. Oh,
big storms coming
there
now.
it is. This is looking so good for Durpey. And it's this Black Adam. I must admit, I wasn't really prepared to see Black Adam because he's been playing almost exclusively Robin when I've been seeing him play, grind, practice. I've always known he's had a Black Adam, but he hasn't really gone to it in tournament very much. Good catch. That forward 3 hurt so good.
Oh, but a missed time streak from Durpey. That's put him in the corner. Uh-oh, that actually... Oh, no.
Would like to have seen him keep the corner, to be honest.
I mean, damage is good, but positioning I think would have been more useful. Considering it's against Black Adam, when you have this much of a life bar to get back, right? I feel like it would have been important to keep the corner. But not meant to be. Oh, that chip damage is actually looking pretty tasty at this point.
Orp has level 3 stocked.
Oh, didn't finish the string. Oh, no, the Palpatine.
You know that Orp
is like, you know, Orp wants it, but so does Durpey. And Durpey has been putting in equally as much, if not more, of a grind. So regardless, you know, even if Orp falls here, Durpey will deserve it just as much, for sure. But maybe that won't happen, as we do go down to potentially another game. Oh, big anti-air. Not sure about that from Orp. Oh, wake up starfish again. I'll be honest, I'm stunned that he's going for so many of them, considering how many wake up starfishes have been completely punished. But I feel like Orp is refusing to be conditioned. He wants Durpey to know, I will do this, and you have to respect it. So all it takes, with Firestorm, all it takes is you respecting the Starfish the one time he doesn't do it, and he might be able to get an opportunity out of it.
Very even on life. Oh, instant projectile, man. That last minute catch, you know, it was looking for it. Dime 2, nice clean out here. Durpey playing rock solid.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage.
God, it's got to be, that feels unblockable, doesn't it?
I mean, it may as well be. You have all that chip damage or the trait damage, and then a full Weaver and Lightning. How's a fast way for your life bar to just vanish?
Oh man, I'm really worried for Orp right now. He's had level 3 trait for so long, but no opportunities to spend it.
Oh, the wake up back 3! Wow, Durpey. That is such a non-Durpey thing to do, but he'll take it. What? That's the perfect time to go for it, right? If you never meet a burn back 3, why not do it as someone's jumping out on a wake up? You know, there are worse times for sure.
I think this is... I don't want to say Orp is checked out, but this is such a mountain to climb, the shimmy! Durpey now, he's not going to take the win, but the last minute air tech unwinnable.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Bag. I mean, but to be fair, if there are unsafe characters to bag against, it's Firestorm, that's it. But even then, like, Orp had level 3 trait, but Durpey had
players, I think, within this level. It's kind of almost like poetic in a way. We see F0xy waiting there, 1 position left, and only Durpey or Dizzy can take it. And this is, oh, we've gone back. We've gone back into this classic match.
Yeah, this was the first game we saw of the stream today, and there was a 3-1 to Dizzy off of I mean, again, it was a fairly one-sided set toward the end, but Durpey was playing really well at the start. The problem is, as mistakes were made, Durpey would kind of like crumble with them. However, he's been playing really well and is riding off the back of some momentum against Orp, so you know he's going to be feeling himself a bit more now.
He's had, that's always the thing when you go into losers finals, right? And you've kind of gone in from the loser side, you're arguably a little bit more warmed up. I know that said, you know, Dizzy, he's probably sitting there in training mode as the nature of online competitions. You can practice while you wait. But that said, things are just as even to begin with. Sitting there and holding the plus frames, good knowledge for just getting clipped by the low, and because we're on the Rock of Eternity, so many territories to plant bombs and to reset.
Ooh.
Excellent block. Even better, nice reactionary forward 3 block as well. Durpey just needs to just get rid of it. Get rid of it.
He spent a bar too, just to make sure. To make sure that those gaps aren't going to be punished as hard as it was before.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, no any attempt from Dizzy. Oh, the patience! Look at that, just walking him down.
There are so many of these like really clutch moments, like empty jumps into like low and all that stuff, because I think once you understand the footsie range of a bunch of these buttons, and you can say just outside the magic range, you're not really going to get like traditional.
Wait a minute. What? Oh, but no, Durpey, he didn't finish the string. I think he didn't want to accidentally have it whiffed and die for it.
If you drop that combo there, you're out in the open.
Oh, push block.
Push block. Oh, I was convinced he's going to detonate that.
Oh, wake up backdash does get chased down. Durpey still back to the wall. Okay. Oh, there it is again.
Oh God.
That was actually
probably convinced that was not going to work.
That was a key thing in their match of winners though, was Dizzy just going for those neutral jumps in a position that you would normally see Robins go for down 1-2 and just getting punished on the way down. Problem is, if you just do an empty one, you're just going to get down 2 like that. They're starting to play that kind of that rock paper scissors game. If you neutral jump and I don't press a button, I anti-air you, but if I do, you get the punish. And again, making Dizzy stick out and commit to less down 1-2s.
So much pressure again. No meter burn. We just want to keep positioning. Because Dizzy, he does know this matchup really well. He is so versed in it. So a lot of the time when Durpey sticks out a button, there's a reason that Dizzy is just outside its magic range and can react. Or at the very least, get his turn to jump to do something on block. Like right now, he's going to be so content. Robin at high level can't really mix you up. He's entirely about footsies, catching you pressing a button, making a really good read. Like Robin is not a mix machine. He has good damage, but he has good damage because he has to really work at the highest level to properly open you up.
Yeah, but even then, like, you know, opening up is by conventional means, not too impossible. As obviously, he connects a down one, it's going to go into 40%.
Exactly. Very few characters can get the damage of a down one that he can.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that every touch will turn into some kind of OT means that going for wake ups is hard against him, or traditional kind of defensive means. The Birdorang puts a lot of that down. Oh no, Durpey wasn't confident, didn't commit, and there's a reversal throw. Dizzy, off a very slow-paced game one, is going to be taking it.
So many players in this bracket with Black Adam alone. I go for it, especially in this situation.
Oh wow, he's going to attack by full string. Yep, he's going to spend the first bar he just built. Not a problem. Ooh, damn. Big damage to open up. That's a big life lead to sit on.
Whenever you look at that much damage from post-patch, you dread to think how much it would have done pre-patch. Like, my word, this character has like a truck. Oh, down one, Rising jumped in. Moments away from that jump two connecting.
Oh wow, just sticking out the Palpatine and footsies.
Okay, yeah. I don't think Durpey was confident about the height. The second you play more Black Adam, you start to get a little bit of optimization. But wow, Dizzy so confident that Durpey was going to down one into Lightning Hands. He was already ready for the back three meter. That is the next level of matchup knowledge. The smallest button in the world you can answer back with. Denied the plus frames, opts the trait just for some real estate. I agree with it.
Being careful. Oh wow, Durpey trying to find the opportunity, but just gets hit out. The trade completely wasted. And just like that, Durpey had almost an entire life bar lead, and it's just completely disappeared. And the wake up lightning cage not going to work in a million years. Dizzy is going to beat it out clean.
Okay, answering back. One small opening after one another. I love the way Dizzy plays.
Oh, I like that.
He is so content chipping away.
Oh wow, another throw. Durpey is just getting completely overwhelmed. And just like that, we haven't seen a huge, substantial opening from Dizzy, but we haven't needed to. So like you said, he's been chipping him down one hit at a time and is content doing that. Especially as Durpey now left without a trait. He only really gets the chance to move forward if he has the trait ready to go, unless he's getting whiff punish.
All right, grab. I like it. So many of these grabs connect in this slow level of play because I think both players are content taking the damage. They would rather take a grab's worth of damage and reset to neutral than try and take a grab and just eat a full Black Adam combo or Catwoman into corner carry into crazy pressure. And oh, okay, immediate clash.
You look best, it's fine.
It's almost like these two players are playing for a spot of Vienna or something. Look at how much care is going into every decision.
But they need to, and there's a great time to clash for Dizzy. And again, a down one interrupt.
Why resist
Dizzy
the
with the
inevitable?
knowledge immediately, and Durpey unfortunately falling for it twice now. Has no choice.
What's normally, when you block Lightning Hands, because forward one for Black Adam is so fast, Lightning Hands on block is actually a decent opportunity for him, and no way! Tries to poke with Lightning Hands right as Dizzy jumps, and this should be a 2-0, unless Durpey does something crazy to turn it around, but with the rock-solid defense of Dizzy, I just don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's just sitting there blocking the entire thing, and there's the interrupt. Durpey trying to do things back-to-back. And Durpey is the one stopping him from making it to Vienna. I think it's going to be more game.
Oh wow!
Oh my
down
god!
One. He knows the down one to catch the forward one.
It was back-to-back down ones though. I think Dizzy whiffed the first one, knowing he'd do it again, and Durpey actually not afraid, going for it a second time in a row. Definitely a fool me once kind of scenario there. But Dizzy off to an amazing start. Okay, opens him up. Durpey, he has to land every combo. He has to nail every setup. Do not make a single mistake, my friend, because this game is everything.
Time I'll steal your heart.
Okay, there it is, pressure again. Durpey, plus frames, instantly answering back. There's the good clash there on the interactable. I like it.
The patience neutral jump, but again, Durpey found himself in this exact same situation last time. And it did not end
Oh
well.
no!
Oh, it worked! It worked!
I can't believe it worked!
For literally the first time today. Rejoice!
Oh god. I will agree. I will agree. But he's still not in an amazing position. The delayed jump too, okay, catches it a little bit. And now the pressure for Daze. Wonderful block from the cross-up. Push blocks to keep Durpey in this position.
Oh my god! Why is that a thing that is just happening now? Wake up forward dash out of the corner into trim guard. This is just galaxy. The season's evolved to galactic levels.
I feel like it's because a lot of wake-up jumps are popular, and if they're gonna jump in, right, and you've got a really quick recovering forward dash, if they jump and you can reverse the position and put them in the corner, that's not actually a bad decision to make. However, even with the low life Dizzy has, he is on match point here. If he can pull off this master comeback and win this game, he's going to defeat Durpey and qualify for our finals in Vienna next week. Durpey desperately needs this just to stay alive.
Oh, punish. Easy. Durpey. Gonna drag that one back, and one of the first
Black Adam does do some of the highest damage. You know, he really is kind of within the top range of conversion into big damage in the game. And if you can keep it going, all the power. Yeah, good trade. No first hit just yet. Oh, so much chip damage. Wonderful positioning there, knowing the jump's too far away. So much spatial understanding from Durpey. This is some of the cleanest gameplay I think we've ever seen from him. I think a lot of that, you know, part of it might be timidness because there is so much on the line in this set. Dizzy, he has historically had issues closing out sets. I wonder if this is going to be another one of those times, Mustard.
I guess we'll see soon. Durpey's having a pretty strong start already. 3 bars built somehow too. Black Adam, a machine. What a whiff punish. Tried to get the background bounce.
No.
Another time.
Oh god!
That's 2 times he tried for the background bounce. 2 times he failed. And look at the life that Dizzy still has left.
He's not confident in his height either. I know part of that is Catwoman being pretty small, but he can't convert into a full combo off that meter burn dive kick.
I think it was
this should be the round.
Airborne when she was caught, so not able to get a full thing. But it has given Durpey a strong lead. The big thing for Durpey is just he needs to avoid the corner. Both games he lost with Black Adam, he basically got put to the wall, and that was it. Or, no, I should say the game he lost. Or the life bar. Whenever it doesn't go his way, it's usually just back to the wall. And that's where he seems to struggle the most in this matchup. Uh-oh, and that's where we are. And Dizzy just walking him to it. Oh, dear.
Oh, wake up down one. Yep, he tries to interact. Good block on the overhead. Knocked down again, Dizzy. Still not really in a favourable position, but he should get some guaranteed chip here, which he does manage to achieve, and he has a lot more bar too. Catwoman, she has such amazing knee build. Durpey, still in the fight.
Oh, no, it's empty there, Durpey. He's not at all risking it. I feel like there are some situations that we're down 2 is almost guaranteed though. I'd like to feel a bit more confidence, but I can kind of understand. All it takes is one misplaced down 2 and it's over. Okay, there's
grab
again.
He's been going for very little grabs off that, so actually kind of good that he's saving it for the last minute. He's knowing that Dizzy's
oh no!
Block it. Wow! He must have tried to add. Yeah, let's not forget.
I can't be tamed.
This is straight up read here. This clash. They're gonna do this 4 bars apiece, 3 to 2.
Oh! God, this is so close. Let's not forget match point for Dizzy if he wins this. Oh! Interruption! Durpey, if he gets shimmied one more time.
He has the trade.
Down 1. Yeah, guarantees chip, but that's it. Wonderful block on Dizzy. Catches the mid, but it's not enough. Oh my god. This is, oh my god, this is so crazy.
Oh, the whip back
so close.
Whip punish with a throw. Durpey still looking for it. The block on the cross up again. Wow, the shimmy! The shimmy into the shimmy! Durpey with the next level call out. He shimmied his own. Wait, it's so much more in these last couple of games, but this is it. This is game 5. We were talking before about how Dizzy, was looking to be it, and a reverse 3-0 was needed, and we didn't expect it. But Durpey is just—he's putting us to shame for sure, as he's on the verge of bringing the comeback.
To me, Dizzy, he's going for, he's like that immediate down 2 anti-air, something we haven't really seen the entire time. He is definitely waking up now. He's just being faster, more responsive, more aggressive. He's enforcing plus frame, the backdash immediately into interactable. Like Dizzy, when he played a really strong Catwoman, this is the most aggressive we've ever seen him play. And he gets caught by the low. All the way, neutral jumps into more pressure. Gets hit by the grab, yes, but he's done so much damage. In that one sequence, the wake up! Dizzy just saying, you know what, mate? Nah, I'm shutting this down immediately.
I think that's the first time I've actually seen him go for that wake up as well. So just saving it for a rainy day. This is when it gets the rainiest. And he's potentially 1 game away from bringing this. At the same time, maybe not. Durpey, he's desperate for that time, and Dizzy, you see him. Wow, the cat dash even traded. Wow, so close.
Okay, Dizzy just needs 1 more round, and basically 3/4 of the health bar up as well. This is match point. Another down to Anya, gets the trade, full combo. We didn't really see anti-airs before. That's one thing about Dizzy. He's always been so timid to anti-air when the chips are down, and now he's going for it every time. Catwoman's down 2, no joke. Catches the final hit and just relentlessly rushing down. Tries to lightning cage as well, and he's potentially throwing it away with the wake-ups.
Things looking bad for Durpey though. He's got the bar on his side, but oh no, hang on a minute. There we go. No, he drops the combo.
But that's why he hasn't been going for the forward bomb, because she's so small. Okay, match point both players, but I'm eyeing up that meter, Mustard. 3 bars versus Durpey's 1. I just don't know if it's possible.
But Dizzy doesn't have any trait though. That's something. Durpey, there's the dive kick. That was his last bar.
Yeah.
He has nothing else.
Ooh!
Throw again, Dizzy. Yeah, not going for the tech.
Oh, that wake up.
caught out by
Bet your
Durpey, but a good
pet god would love
crash from
me.
Dizzy. No reason not to. It's guaranteed life.
Now,
Oh,
I think,
no.
and that's it. He now knows he can save the bar. He has so much resources to kill. Meter burn back threes and forward threes. That now means from this health, he cannot do down one shocker anymore. If he goes for a down one shocker, Dizzy should kill him. Oh my god. All right, wait a second. One hit at a time. Patience. Push block for the damage though.
Durpey is so low on resources here though. Trying to get some damage with the trait, but not prioritizing. Can't afford to run into anything too much. Oh, the edgeware! Durpey, I mean, yeah.
Oh no, he had no choice.
He had to.
Way more
This is going to
than
put him down to Magic Pixel, but he had no choice but to clash. If he got a cat dash, that was going to be it.
I think he's dead. I really do.
He's got
Watch
no
out.
linear trait either.
He's got nothing.
Oh, he's going in.
No. Oh. Wait a second.
Wait a minute. No bar.
Oh,
Leave it back three, didn't connect.
oh no, the down one.
All it came down to was a... this character.
But not exactly sure what this is about. Either way, it's gonna be a Deadshot mirror to start the grand finals. To be fair, these guys know each other really well, so I don't know the reasoning behind this pick. But to be completely honest, you know, I think they're both qualified at this stage, but this is still important. This is still important games to play.
Well, I mean, like it's like I said before, right? Like Deadshot is not a very strong character, but he seemingly has a place for certain counter pick situations, right? Like Deadshot still does what Deadshot does, but only against certain characters. I don't know why they'd play the mirror. Like truly, I don't. But it's what they've chosen, so I guess we'll just roll with it.
Indeed. All right, the back one's going to whiff. This actually, I don't think we've really seen much Deadshot mirrors this year at all. The character definitely dropped off when the nerfs took place. I will only assume this will be game number 1. There's no way they're going to stick with this the entire time. And well, actually, this is the ultimate throwback this is. We did see F0xy go in with Deadshot of the Anality against Katana Prime. Unfortunately, didn't go so well for him. Katana Prime took that win, forced him onto Batman, where we were starting to see the verge of a comeback, but the games given up with Deadshot were too severe, I think.
But that's it, right? Like, if you seriously want to have Deadshot in your arsenal, you need to play him in competitive environments, right? You still need to be ready with him. You still need to understand, you know, how to play the character in the tournament. You know, there is a very different kind of mindset you have to approach the character. But F0xy, bringing this one back, was a little bit down on life, but not so much anymore. Oh, a clean jump out into a full combo. Wow, yeah.
Don't want to kill yourself, do
I
you?
think at least F0xy spends a bar here to stop the health regeneration, right?
You know,
There's no reason to give him the
Deadshot's
life lead.
for sure, like, unless he wants to save it. Yeah.
No, he spends a
Just
both.
the thing about Deadshot though is that there are actually some matchups that he still does pretty well in, I believe. Like I'm pretty sure matchups like Dr. Fate, it's said that Deadshot still does pretty well against some of the characters that he gave a hard time previously. So I don't think Deadshot has completely fallen off the game entirely, but I think he has the smallest place a character can have.
I think it depends on how hard Deadshot beat those characters, right? 'Cause
All
if
right,
Deadshot,
change please.
Begin.
Well, either way, it is what it is, right? Like, but at the end of the day, both of these players have qualified. It's going to be a matter of seeding, and like, we can't stress enough how important seeding is in Vienna, because only one player is going to qualify for the IPS via Intercontinental Championship. And there's the we have Tekken Master, we have Shark Teeth, we have Waz, we have Basic. We have K-Top, who plays a plethora of really strong characters as well. F0xy's in the lineup. I don't understand why you would throw away your chance at a better seed going into that tournament, because you're basically putting yourself in an unfavorable position unnecessarily. Like, I mean, I have no doubt they can both play this. I mean, you can clearly see they both know how to play this character. Like, it's definitely a character the two of them play. But this is, I just don't think the matchup they should be playing, in my opinion.
Well, the thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, like, these guys will know why they're playing this, right? Why they're picking this. So, it's not for me to judge their character choices, but I can question the intent behind it. Because I feel like this is a matchup that you don't need to be ready for in season 2. I feel like obviously be as ready as you can, absolutely, but Deadshot v Deadshot is not something you will be ready, especially the Intercontinental Finals. And even then, like, I don't know, I find it confusing. I can kind of see, I can still see why F0xy will play this, because I know that F0xy, like, even back when he still played this, like, as like his main game, right? It was his #1 thing. He still had access to a pocket Deadshot for matchup. But
I will say for sure, like, this is definitely not a F0xy thing in my opinion. He's definitely even used Deadshot in the IPS. He used it against Katana Prime with the Anality. Ultimately, it didn't go particularly well. But he's used this character in the IPS before. It's actually Dizzy picking this character that's confusing me the most. Either way, We get to see a little bit of season 1 and season 2.
Fundamentally, it is what it is. And to no surprise, it's looking actually again pretty even. Then again, this was always a bit of like a back and forth match, right? It was always one of those very kind of uncomfortable matches to play in the sense that it's two extreme zoners with literally the exact same tool. So it was very much a question of almost like chicken, right? From those full screen options back when it was like wrist shot or ground shot or rifle. But Dizzy's actually tying things up, one game apiece.
Well, okay.
Definitely, I don't remember the specifics on that one, but I know he's, again, historically has done well in this match on the other side. But it never really needs to play it the other way around, because he had his team last year as Deadshot Batman, and didn't really need it to be the other way around, right? Because he wouldn't play, like, if he fought a Deadshot player, he would basically just give them the mirror, and that would be it. So it's actually quite curious to see how he's going to handle this one.
Well, he's going to be patient for now. And the one big thing is Deadshot, he's never really done damage, even in the corner. That was adjusted to anyway. So I do think I would favor Batman in this matchup for the sole reason of Deadshot's going to have to work completely just to keep Batman away from him. And on the flip side, Batman on every touch will do more damage than Deadshot could ever dream of. So I would definitely say in this matchup I favor F0xy. Also understanding he knows exactly how to fight Deadshot. If there's something that's not a mix-up, F0xy will block it. He has got some of the underratedly best defense in NetherRealm games through just knowledge alone.
Especially a character like Deadshot, right? Deadshot does actually still have true 50-50s. It's just a question of he doesn't really get a lot of damage off of them. And Deadshot's not the kind of character that will put himself in a situation to use them regularly, especially against a character like Batman. F0xy's gonna know that if he gets a combo off of the bat.
Again, it kind of goes, to me, it goes back into the reasoning of Dizzy, who basically challenged F0xy into going Deadshot for the mirror. Definitely Dizzy does not have a bad Deadshot. We can clearly see he understands this character. But that said, this situation favors F0xy because, again, Batman does totally fine versus, especially post-patch Deadshot. So my thinking is that in this matchup right here, we can clearly see that F0xy, he has more resources, he can be totally patient, he's not getting opened up close range, he can whip punish when need be, and he does more damage. If he won these first 2 games and then Dizzy lost, and then Dizzy won the the 3rd game or something, F0xy could just go Batman in a best of point. Like, we'll see what happens here.
Well, that's gonna be the life bar. Dizzy spending his only bar on it, but managing to take it anyway. Definitely not a bad trade. But the thing is, if this was pre-patch, I would definitely think that it's dead even or potentially had the opportunity to be a really close game. But I feel like to win with Deadshot in this kind of matchup now, you really do have to outplay your opponent because you don't get the damage you used to, you don't get the meter you used to. So all around, it's just harder to do what Deadshot used to do, and that's not even taking into account the slower gunshots they give. I know Batman received some adjustments too, but Batman still does Batman.
For sure, and the clash there very deliberate from F0xy. He knows Deadshot does no damage, so when you clash Deadshot, it's mostly just to keep positioning. Nice catch on the bat, plus a bajillion on
the shots are getting closer.
And now, even after this clash, you give clash Deadshot, Dizzy's back is still going to be the ball. If he spends nothing, we might see a meter burn roll just to try and escape the corner, but he's going to have to make a really good decision here. Goes in for the back 1 because there's more range. F0xy very rarely point blank, so the forward 2 is not a threat. Okay, catches him. Conversion. Deadshot very good at having his back against the wall, it has to be said. Okay, there's the bat, shuts him down. Full combo punish. F0xy has basically a guess for game sequence incoming. Here comes the vortex. Just builds the bat at the last minute.
The push good block before the bat comes out.
Yeah, good block. Right. Nice backdash. Dizzy can still win this. He's got no resources.
That's it. He doesn't have the bar to air tech. Which he won't. That's going to be the last hit, and Dizzy now down 2 games to 1 in this grand final.
First match of the Deadshot mirror was a bad idea because it gave F0xy a favorable counter pick game, because he has more games now. He was free to go in with Batman whenever he wanted. He does really, really well versus Deadshot. Catwoman versus post-patch Deadshot was good too. I kind of expected F0xy to win game 1 and then Dizzy just go Catwoman. He went for Deadshot again. Yes, he won that game, but he's almost very fortunate he won because he should have gone Catwoman instead, I think.
I think it would have been a smarter idea, but it's not what happened, right? Dizzy was able to take that game. Oh, no, let go on the bat. Oh, doesn't need to.
Right, vortex, good block. That was smack bang in the middle. That was a very good block from Dizzy.
Hey man, those young man reactions, even online, we'll be able to get them. Oh, spending an air tech. I'm actually not sure about that air tech, because F0xy didn't actually have a bar, so he couldn't go for the restand. But Dizzy, regardless, isn't going to fall for it, but still takes damage anyway. Gets hit practically straight away.
No confirm, because he has no bar. Just going for the knockdown instead. Good block. With no bats, there's no reason you would ever go for that slide in that situation. Unnecessary risk, and F0xy easy jump 2 on the end of that. Tournament point for F0xy Grampa now. If he wins this game, he is going to be the Winners side winner for the Vienna top 8. You know, after it'll be double elimination, it's going to be a matter of seeding, not immediate, you know, losing to winners. But it's a great situation for F0xy to be in right now.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, there's missed. No! One input error for another. Unfortunate turning, but that's what happens. F0xy though has 2 bars and a trait. The overhead gifting again. Oh, that wake up interactable. Oh, 2 for 2. I mean, you can see the similarities between them though, right? You can understand that these are 2 guys that have played this game a lot together over the last year. But forward dashing, just straight up getting hit by the bat. F0xy will take that. There's a restand. Guess. What's up?
Oh, finally, Guess is wrong, but he has got a crash to undo the damage. Stop the bleeding just a little bit, but he's still substantially behind here.
The thing is, Dizzy doesn't have a clash anymore, and he's got no bar either. This is a really tough situation to come back from, considering how explosive Batman can be. All it takes is one good sequence, and that's going to be it. Curtains for Dizzy. Uh-oh, that might be it. Oh, he has
Reset.
1 more bar. He's going to build another one.
Vortex.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it's wrong.
Is that enough? Is that enough? There's a bar.
Yes, it is. He's dead. He's dead.
Oh, that's it. Chip damage.
See you later, mate.
Oh, push block. There's only chance. Hang on.
He's going to get a bat soon. He's so minus. He needs to do what F0xy did to him. Maybe it's possible, but this is Batman.
No, overhead. Maybe. Oh! Parry. All came down to it. And let it be known, the final move done in this tournament was the parry, and it worked. And that's going to be F0xy getting 1st place today, winning the tournament from Winners side. No reset in this grand finals, and he's going to be securing himself top seed at the finals next week in Vienna. Of course, congratulations.